Hey, how's it going, everyone? It's My Guy Knows a Guy here on my sports betting predictions channel. Let's continue. It's time for Game 7. The Boston Celtics will be hosting the Philadelphia 76ers tonight. Let's see what Hollywood has in store for us. Let's see what the script writers have in store for us here today. Pivotal game. Will the Celtics win and cover without Jayson Tatum, who was ruled out about an hour ago, causing a firestorm on social media? So many people messaged me when that happened. That was actually kind of crazy. A plot twist in the ever unfolding drama that is the National Basketball Association, where suspicious lives. Or will the Philadelphia 76ers finally break through against the Boston Celtics in the playoffs in the Joel Embiid era, a team that has continued to knock the Sixers out of the playoffs, I think 4 times since Embiid was drafted by the Sixers? What will happen? Find out next time on Hey Guys. It should be a fun evening in all honesty. I'm going to break down the game once again. Thanks to everyone that watched my video last night. I put a lot of effort into that video, as you guys can tell, although I had a strange editing mishap at the beginning. Hey, the first round has been amazing. It's going to come to an end today and tomorrow. Game 7, guys. No matter what side you're on, drop your bets in the chat. Hit the like button for me. Let's see who's here in the sharpest chat on earth. I'm going to give everyone a shout out here. Whether we're right, whether we're wrong, we're going to have fun and watch this game together. A very interesting thought experiment is about to unfold in the National Basketball Association. We're either all about to catch together or be very sad together. I have that sort of feeling. Now, I'm going to get into it specifically in a second because you guys know me. I'm a bit of a contrarian. I'm a bit of a conspiracy theorist at times. But my decision was made. I'm already invested in the Sixers before the Tatum news. I just had an icky feeling when I heard the news. And if you know, you know. But either way, let's see who's here in the chat before I get started. I'll go through some player prop options as well, some projections. I might keep it light tonight, but this is where you're going to want to be when the game is on. Keep this on maybe to the side as a second screen. I do want to say I truly appreciate you guys for all of the love and support all season long. 5, 6, 7 hour streams during the games. The first round has been really fun to watch with you guys. Had a lot of fun last night. And we're going to keep it going today. There's only one game to focus on today. I'm going to give you guys my in-game commentary, analysis, all of that. So hit the like button for me and subscribe. Welcome back. And let's see who's here, and we'll go ahead and dive into the game. Hey, how's it going, Chicago Joe in the chat? Welcome back, my bro P Patrol as well. Ace of Spade, hope you're having a great day. He said it's crazy Tatum is out. Greetings to you as well, Tasha. I hope you're having a great weekend, Tasha. And everyone here, it's levels to this. Welcome back, Mike Bond. P Patrol. P Patrol's with the Celtics. Hey, okay. Bizzle says Sam Hauser is finally about to shine in the playoffs. He did shine in game 1. He dropped 7 threes and hasn't really shown up since then. But Tasha, excuse me, guys, was just eating. Tasha said because of my team, it's my team. I decided not to bet. I know you're a Sixers fan, yeah, but you are up for some prop bets. Jay Darby said he placed a bet last night on Vucevic to hit 1-3 with Derek White 10 plus points at plus 211 with an odds boost. Got lucky with the Tatum news. Sick from the Vol, welcome back, brother, and best of luck to you, Jay Darby, as well. Sick from the Vol says whoever got the Sixers plus 10.5, that's probably going to cash. Tim Marable said, is Embiid out? No, Embiid is not out. I'll get to the injury report now. There's not much, but you guys know that Jayson Tatum is out. You guys can see some of it right there. The real DJ, how's it going? Mr. Ing, yeah, it's showtime. It's time. Bruce Buffer, guys. Shake in the chat. Welcome back. Nary, Storm Nary, EWM community, how's it going? He said everyone and their grandmas are on Philly, especially with Tatum out. NBA where suspicious lives. Welcome back, Jaya, as well. Who else is here? Drop by real quick before we get started, guys. Obi Obi Dub in the chat said Jaylen Brown 35 plus tonight. Big Z Ma in the chat as well. He said we all got Philly plus 8.5 early, so that should be free money. Yeah, that's the bet. That's the bet. That was the bet I put out last night. Who need that 24/7? Said the Celtics are toast. Welcome back, Circe as well. Mitchell Brothers, Adam Fears, salute to you as well, brother. Big Earn, how's it going, fam? Smoke that smoke. He said, bro, Tatum got voided. Yeah, if you bet Tatum, as a prop bet, that's voided. They announced that pregame. Louisville Gambler, welcome back. Welcome back. Drop your Kentucky Derby bets in the chat, guys. I know you guys are. This is the one day people pretend to know about horse racing. Drop your Kentucky Derby bets in the chat. Redbeard, how's it going? Like Woe Finance. I hope you guys are having a great day, guys. David, No Cap Don, Hayez. So many real ones in the chat. And also there's a poll up. Ryan as well. Welcome back, Ryan. Rumpelhorde. Anani, he said, my guy, it's been a while, bro. Yeah, it's been a while for sure. I know you've been, handling your business with the family as well, brother. And glad to see you back, fam. Robert as well. How's it going? Digital Print House. He said he needs his Sixers to get it tonight. Tim McDonald said Neemias Queta over 8.5 rebounds. Paul George over 2.5 threes. Good luck, everyone. Thanks for dropping the plays. Drop your bets, guys. Also, there's a poll in the chat. Blake Severson. I want to give everyone that was here at the beginning a shout out. Much love to the sharpest chat on earth. And yeah, so if I missed anyone, apologies, but Top Secrets, how's it going? Okay, guys, let's go through some pregame information. There is some info that I still have to give to you guys. The game doesn't start for another 40 minutes, so about 7:40 p.m. Eastern is the scheduled tip-off. So I'll go through some brief pregame news for you. You guys already know the bombshell that dropped with Jayson Tatum being out. Now, I did drop a video last night. It was a lengthy video describing my feelings about this series and who I think is going to cover the spread today. And I did place a bet on the 76ers. Now, most of you do know that I was optimistic about this team. I placed a bet on them at plus 8.5 last night. Now, honestly, guys, I truly thought that Jayson Tatum was going to play. I truly thought that he was going to play. It is a bit suspicious, but if he is genuinely injured, then we all know that the Celtics are doing the right thing, to preserve the health of the human, the athlete. You don't want him to suffer any devastating injuries. You have to be precautious. Jayson Tatum is the face of the franchise. When healthy, he is definitely one of the best players in the NBA. He's had some legendary playoff performances, and some Celtics fans are crying on the timeline, basically saying that maybe it's possible that Joe Mazzulla was overworking Jayson Tatum in the regular season. Maybe the workload was too high. We didn't see too much load management from Jayson Tatum in the regular season. And maybe, it's built up to this point. I mean, he woke up with stiffness in his leg, with the devastating injury, which was just about a year ago when he tore his Achilles. You just don't want to hear that. So I understand the decision they made. Celtics fans are definitely very sad about this. But hey, even though I bet the Sixers, I have to be honest, we did see a pretty healthy sample size of the Celtics dominating the NBA, actually, without Jayson Tatum, while people were waiting for his return. So we do know that this team is able to play without him. Now, we saw them, the ball movement was great. We saw, the defense, certain players towards the back end of the rotation stepping up that were able to break through this season that weren't necessarily household names. I mean, they're still not household names, but I'm talking about players like Neemias Queta, Baylor Shireman, Jordan Walsh, great defenders, and a couple of these guys can really knock down the three at a high level. Obviously, a lot of pressure is going to be on Jaylen Brown tonight. You guys don't need me to tell you that Jaylen Brown is coming off of back-to-back inefficient basketball games that are unacceptable for a player of his caliber, a player that has set a high standard for himself in this league for the last few years, and also this year when he was playing at a near MVP level before Jayson Tatum returned. So, I mean, there are people that were betting Jaylen Brown to win MVP. That's how outstanding he was on the basketball court to start this season. Now, sometimes we do see teams rally around these injuries. You guys know, this is the NBA where suspicious lives. I'll be honest, guys. My mind was already made up with the Sixers. But to be honest, and I messaged this to one of my good friends just before I started the stream, in years past, in a scenario like this, I would have been on the Celtics after the Tatum news. Sometimes we do see strange things when a star player is out like this. There's only one game to bet today. This is the National Basketball Association. This is a global league with global betting flows. The dollar flows, the betting volume is tremendous in the NBA. It goes toe to toe with any other league on earth when you consider the global betting outcome, betting volumes. And then you couple that with the fact that we have one basketball game today. There's only one NBA game for us to watch together, which means that there's going to be even more volume on this game than normal. Globally, billions. And, by all estimates, it does appear that the majority of bettors are backing the Sixers, at least on the spread. I'm not sure about the money line, but I do feel like the Sixers are the public side here. Generally, I would try to align myself to not be on that side. But we all know that the public does cash too. It's not like the public goes 0 for 10, in aggregate. The public cashes as well, guys. And this is an instance where I am going to hold strong. I feel like we got a good number last night, plus 8.5. This line dropped to 4.5. The Sixers and the way they're rolling with Joel Embiid at the moment is it's really impressive for a player that just had his appendix removed. You have Paul George playing at a very high level, sort of rolling back the years at the right time of the year. I do feel like the 25-game suspension was a blessing in disguise for Paul George and the Sixers because of how much he has left in the tank. I mean, look at how well Paul George is. We know he's able to score with, at a high level and knock down shots, get to the free throw line, all of that. But look at how well he's defending. He's leading by example out there on the perimeter with his defense. Quentin Grimes knocking down shots, defending at a high level. Tyrese Maxey stepping up his defensive intensity in the playoffs. And Tyrese Maxey is one of the best scorers in the league, but we all know that he is no household name when it comes to defense. Teams have hunted Maxey in the past. We're seeing multiple steals here, a couple of blocks here. I do feel like the leadership that has been set by Paul George and Kelly Oubre has sort of trickled down to the rest of this roster. And then also Joel Embiid himself. I mean, if his jumper is if he's knocking down his jumper the way he is at the moment, and the jumper is flowing for Embiid right now. He's knocking that jumper down, the mid-range, even the open three. Then what that does is strategically it drags Neemias Queta away from the basket. When Embiid was not in the series, Neemias Queta had the luxury of sort of hovering around the basket. I talked about this in my video last night here on the channel. And I'm not going to say he got comfortable, but it was a bit easier for Neemias Queta. He's a pretty decent rim protector, but getting dragged out, 10, 15, 20 feet away from the basket to defend Embiid with that jumper, creates more space in the driving lanes for Embiid's teammates. And look at how many shot attempts we've seen at the rim from the Sixers in the last 2 games. Almost twice as many shot attempts at the rim compared to games 1 through 4. VJ Edgecombe, Kelly Oubre, Quentin Grimes, Tyrese Maxey, Paul George, driving to the Justin Edwards, driving to the rim. And it's been really impressive. So that's the Sixers side of things. We know that they are rolling right now. Also, many of you do know that I have futures tickets on the Sixers when everyone laughed at me towards the beginning of the season, where I said that this team might make some noise for the NBA title or maybe to win the East as well. I do have tickets on both. I have the Sixers to win the East at plus 2,800 back in January, but I also have the Sixers to win the title. I placed that bet after game 4 at plus 25,000. So, that's a ridiculous, there's ridiculous value on that ticket if they can get by today. Because of that, I did not bet the money line for the Sixers, and it's not a tremendous amount of money that I have on the ticket, but I could win a lot of money if the Sixers were to, go on a run here. And so because of that, my only bet in this game in terms of the money line or the spread is the spread. I didn't bet the money line with the Sixers. We have plus 8.5. That's good CLV, but we all know that it's been pretty difficult for the CLV, the closing line value truthers in the NBA betting world in the first round of the playoffs. There hasn't been much value on, getting the best line available. You really have to watch these games. You have to get ready to display your basketball knowledge. The Sixers, they need Embiid to, what are they saying on social media? To exercise his demons, his game 7. He has put up a few stinkers in game 7s in the past, but at that time, he was a bit of a younger player. This is obviously a big moment for him and his personal legacy, having won a regular season MVP, but not having ever reached a conference finals, let alone an NBA finals. We have two, outstanding coaches that were both under pressure or under fire from their respective fan bases at different times in this series. So yeah, it's going to be a very interesting game, guys. Yeah, I mean, I'm on the Sixers. I want to see them win this game outright for my futures bets. It's going to be a pretty interesting game. Even if the Sixers don't cover, you guys are going to see my natural reaction. I have nothing to hide. It's just one game of many, and I'll move on. We will live to fight another day. But I just want to share that I did have a bad feeling when I saw that Jayson Tatum was out, because you guys know that sometimes we do really see suspicious things when this happens. Sometimes when it's too easy, it ends up being a bit too easy, if you know what I mean. So let's see what Hollywood has in store for us. Let's see, guys. I'm going to jump back into the chat and interact with you guys. I'm going to open up my notes for the player prop dashboard and see if I can give you guys some player prop projections. Now, things on the Celtics side were sort of thrown out of whack because of the Tatum news. I actually thought he was going to play, even when he was downgraded to questionable earlier today. So I might have to revise some of what I'm going to say on the Celtics side of things. But I do think that maybe points will be at a premium in a game 7 here. It's possible. And there might be more value in just maybe live betting the spread or picking the spread here. But I will get my notes open and refresh things. I just want to ask you guys once again, I think we have, it says 191 people watching. If you guys can hit the like button for me. I have a smaller channel. If you're new here, subscribe. I'm going to give you guys some great analysis, great commentary during the games from a betting angle and also a traditional basketball angle. I've been doing something unique here all season long. Welcome to the community. We don't tear each other down here, even if we disagree. We're gonna enjoy this game together. So I mean, the majority of us are either about to win together, or we might go down together in this particular spot, guys. There's only one game. Also, hit the like button for me. Let's get as many likes as possible. If you guys can take 1 second to do that, more people will see my small channel. Yeah, so let's get as many likes as possible. Let's get 150, 200 likes, guys. And I will interact with you guys right now. Let me just get these notes open, as I said. And yeah, I do wish you guys the best of luck. I hope you guys enjoy this game. We have to be grateful for all of these moments, because it doesn't, there are only so many game 7s that we have to watch together. So yeah, I was a bit hyped when the stream started here, and I still have a good feeling about the Sixers. But let's see what happens. We know that this Celtics team, it could be counterintuitive. You never know. And just like my bro Little Monster said, and sick from the vault, me, guys, I don't just talk about it. I put my money where my mouth is, so I like the Sixers. I put some money on them, let's see what happens today. Drop your bets in the chat if you guys have any player props. Also, there's a poll in the chat. Who do you guys think wins the game? Vote on the poll in the chat. Who do you think wins the game? If you have an explanation, let me know why you think that team is going to win. I'll give you a shout out in the chat right now. And yeah, and thanks for being here. Also, last thing I want to say to you guys. You guys see this is my Twitter account. My guy knows a guy. For the people who are interested in that, I won't talk about it too much, but I posted 3 free MLB baseball picks for today. on my Twitter account. I also posted it on a short video that I made on my Instagram account. So before the Sixers Celtics game comes on, if you guys are interested in MLB baseball picks for today, as a way for me to, get people to interact with me on social media, those picks for today, the free plays were exclusive to my Twitter account and my Instagram account. So you still have time to go back and check my Twitter account out and turn notifications on, because I'm going to post more MLB baseball picks there tomorrow as well. And I think we're going 3-0 in MLB today. So if you want them, they're on my page. That's where they are, guys. So let me get through the player props now, and also drop your prediction for who you think is going to be the X factor in this game. Obviously, it's reasonable to assume that Joel Embiid or a Jaylen Brown might be an X factor today. But what's a player in this game not including Paul George, Tyrese Maxey, Jaylen Brown, and Joel Embiid, not including those four players? Who do you think is going to be the X factor or the most important player in this game, not including those players? Name the player and let me know. Let me know. Welcome back, K Miles. He said, I can't wait to see what's in store for this one. It's I mean, the public's either about to cash with the Sixers or the Hollywood scriptwriters are about to build a second Vegas tonight with the betting volume flows in this one. And I'm actually hoping, I hope they don't blow them out, but I'm actually hoping the Celtics maybe compete or even go up early in this game, but not by too much, If you know, you know. That's actually what I'm hoping for here. That's my script. That's my script. Also, big shout out to everyone that was watching the stream last night. Yeah, I will be live. Deep, how's it going? I'll be live for the entire game. I'm going to have the scoreboard with the stats on the screen, and I'm going to be live during the entire game. Who knows? I might even live bet. I usually live bet during these sessions. Shout out to everyone that was watching my stream last night when I was losing my mind when the Pistons, I was one of the only few that trusted the Pistons last night, -3.5. And the Magic went up by 24 points in the first half. And I started to lose my mind on stream during the game last night. I was already creating NBA 2K franchise mode scenarios to trade Jalen Duren and bring Michael Porter Jr. to the Pistons. And I was going crazy, guys. Fire the coach. But then I saw, some things happen in the third quarter, and I started to get hope. When they cut that 24-point lead down to like 10, I started to get some hope, there. And it was very crazy to see them come back and cover the spread for us. Guys, Paolo Banchero stunk it up last night. Did you see what Asar Thompson did to Desmond Bane as well? He took him out the game. If they put Asar Thompson on Bane from the beginning tomorrow, it's a wrap. It's a wrap. That was crazy. And then also a shout out to everyone that was watching last night who tailed me with the LA Lakers. I told you guys that Scott Foster was not sent to that game to make it go to Game 7. He was sent to that game to ensure that the Rockets are going to Cancun last night. The Scott Foster angle is done. The Scott Foster angle is done. And I'm largely joking when I say this. I'm largely joking when I say this, but Paolo Banchero, man, he played so well in this series, and last night was so bad, he might have to go back in the storage room. It's level, so this, how's it going? Yeah, Deep. No, I'm just joking. The Scott Foster stuff, I'm just joking. A lot of people in the community, they know that I usually just joke around with that sort of stuff. And Sam as well, welcome back. He said that's what he said. Joel Embiid is in and Tatum is out. Obviously people are going to think Sixers. That's what's iffy. It's level, so this is laughing. Smoke That Smoke said Pistons had me shaking in my boots. P Patrol said I'm sprinkling Jaylen Brown 45 plus. Jaylen Brown is definitely due on an individual basis. Alexis is asking 76ers plus 4.5. Anyone? My bro Jay Wall as well says Celtics need a Peyton Pritchard 30 ball, which is always possible. Peyton Pritchard is a highly volatile basketball player, one of the best ball handlers in the league. Now he is up and down with his scoring output, but the Celtics are definitely going to need a positive performance from Peyton Pritchard and Derek White as well. Derek White had his best game of the series in that loss in Game 6, but the Celtics still lost the game. For the most part in this series, Derek White has been slumping with his shooting metrics, so they need Derek White to show up as well. Little Monster said no script Tatum, no Tatum. Philly wins by 5. Josh Gillum said Embiid's assists look better now with Garza starting. They're going to double him probably. Yeah, Luka Garza, he's a decent player. Obviously, he's extremely inexperienced. I wonder if the Celtics are going to rally around the Tatum absence, or is it going to come as a shock to the players in the locker room because they prepared for this game as if Tatum might play, and maybe they'll be deflated. Do you guys think that they're going to be more confident now, the Celtics, and be more locked in as we sometimes see in the NBA when star players are out? Or do you think that they're going to be a bit deflated heading into this game? Yeah, Joe Mazzulla is a good coach. He's a good coach, guys. People are being a bit too tough on Joe Mazzulla. He's the youngest head coach to ever win an NBA title. We know Nick Nurse is a bit of a mad scientist in the playoffs at times as well. Sixers head coach Nick Nurse. We also know that I believe that some fans have been a bit too tough on Nick Nurse. Nick Nurse has been very unlucky almost since the moment he arrived in Philadelphia with injuries to his star players. Nick Nurse is, he's been incredibly unlucky. So, I mean, I just have to call it what it is. Nick Nurse is a great coach, and so is Joe Mazzulla. Sam said, yes, but coaching is a big factor. Joe is way better. P Patrol said they probably knew way ahead of time that Tatum wouldn't play, but I don't know. Yeah, it's possible. It's possible that there could be some gamesmanship as well. Maybe the Celtics they knew that Tatum wasn't going to play since the end of Game 6. Remember, I did say that it was very suspicious to see Tatum not play for the entire fourth quarter in that manner. And we just needed one assist from Tatum that night. You guys remember with the Rudy Gobert 10 plus rebounds parlay I had? We just needed one more assist from Tatum. He didn't play for the entire fourth quarter, but that's how it goes sometimes. Injuries in the NBA. Maybe they started to prepare for this game as if he wasn't going to play, and maybe the Celtics have the edge because of that. I mean, Joe Mazzulla does keep his cards close to his chest. He's done this many times in the past. He does like to joke around, ha ha, he with the media, but he definitely keeps his strategies and his adjustments and stuff like that, his game to game, mindset to himself. He is a strategist. Joe Mazzulla might be a genius, actually, if based on the track record we've already seen since he became a coach. But at the end of the day, nothing matters unless you. It doesn't matter unless your players perform on the court, right? So they have to be receptive to your game plan. Smoke That Smoke said, my guy is hilarious. Welcome back, bro. Yeah, I feel great today, man. I had a great day yesterday, not just in betting and in life, was connecting with my family as well. I feel great today. I hope you guys feel great as well, man. Win or lose, I'm riding with you guys, and we're going to do this for the rest of the postseason as well, as we've been doing all season long. Redbeard said he cashed both sides last night. He made 5 units from the Cavs and the Magic games last night. Great job, Redbeard, as well. I did see you were trading on both sides. Travi in the chat said the Celtics starting lineup is trash. Sam said Jordan Walsh witness incoming. How do you guys? Let me see what else you guys are saying just for a moment before I share some more notes here. K Miles is laughing as well. Josh Gillum in the chat. Chicago Joe said where Suspicious lives. Little Monster said he has +5 with the Sixers. Sam said, I think Jaylen Brown will be mentally locked in tonight, and low key, he might. The fact that Tatum is out and means he's the guy right now. He's due for a big one. Yeah, I mean, yeah, we did see Jaylen Brown also get benched in the fourth quarter when Joe Mazzulla waved the white flag in the fourth quarter in Game 6. A very strange turn of events in that one, but maybe Jaylen Brown will be a bit more fresh in this game. Let's see. So Big Linwood in the chat said Paul George is the X factor for Philly. Jaylen Brown is the X factor for Boston. F7 Forever said Baylor Shireman. It might be the X factor. Andre Rogers said either Peyton Pritchard or Derek White will be the X factor tonight. Little Monster says Jaylen Brown, he has no choice. Sam said Vegas will call the refs public underdog in Game 7. Yeah, I mean, that was my fear. So I mean, the people that are new to the community know that a lot of times I would be on the Celtics in this sort of game, but I'm going to go ahead and ride with the Sixers here, and I still feel pretty confident, although it's a bit strange with the Tatum news. As I said, I won't dwell on it for too much longer. And you guys can see the starting lineups as well. So, wait, there was a quote that I wanted to show you very quickly from a Boston Celtics beat reporter. This is my NBA beat reporters list. You guys can check that out anytime. The starting lineup out. You guys can follow this list on my Twitter account. I have a list compiling 200 NBA reporters. You guys can get it all in one list. It's a valuable resource. The Celtics, their starting lineup tonight is Jaylen Brown, Derek White, Baylor Shireman, Ron Harper Jr., the older brother of Dylan Harper, and Luka Garza. So, well, let's see what happens. And there was also a quote that I should have bookmarked it, or here it is. Yeah. Here's what Jayson. Oh no, I should not full screen that. Sorry. Okay, it doesn't matter. Jayson Tatum's not playing. There was a long quote from Joe Mazzulla about Tatum. So let me talk about some players I think could have decent performances here. And we're going to go through it game by game here. So Jaylen Brown is a player that I think, largely by virtue of the fact that Jayson Tatum is out, the usage will be sky high for Jaylen Brown. Wouldn't be surprised if in a pivotal game 7, he goes for 40 plus minutes. Jaylen Brown only played 28 minutes in that suspicious game 6, guys. He shot 7 for 17 from the field. He has also been slumping with his shooting metrics for 3 games now. 3 games now, guys. In game 3, he was 6 for 15 from the field. That was the game where Peyton Pritchard snapped. In game 4, that was game 4. Actually, not the game where Peyton Pritchard snapped, but game 4, Jaylen Brown went 6 for 16 from the field. In game 5, he was 9 for 23 from the field. In game 6, he was 7 for 17 from the field. So we're seeing him, dip at the wrong time of year. Obviously, as the only superstar or only star player you can say on the court for the Celtics tonight, the Celtics do have the luxury of throwing multiple bodies at Jaylen Brown defensively to try to slow him down here. I mean, we've seen Quentin Grimes, Kelly Oubre, and Paul George do a great job in this series defending Jaylen Brown at times by committee. You guys did see that clip the other day of Quentin Grimes. There's a clip that went viral the other day of Quentin Grimes playing defense on on Jaylen Brown like an absolute madman. But in today's game, because of my expected amount of minutes, I do think we could see a breakthrough from Jaylen Brown, but I'm not betting on it. The line has been adjusted to 30.5. We could see him put the team on his back today, put his cape on, or however you want to describe it. But 30.5, for me, I'm priced out. We saw him regularly clear this line in the regular season, but there's going to be an abnormal amount of betting volume on a player like Jaylen Brown in this game, not only because Jayson Tatum is out, but also because it's the only game to bet on today. So you're going to see more dramatic line movement here. Who knows? What if he gets off to a slow start and you get a better line in game as well? So, I wouldn't be surprised if he goes for 30 plus in this game because of, as I said, the usage and the weight of the importance of the moment itself. If they go down, they could chase the game, or, if they're protecting a lead, they could lean on him in clutch time as well. I mean, that's definitely a possibility. Also, we have, Joel Embiid. I think that we could see a big game from Joel Embiid in terms of his scoring output here, guys. Joel Embiid, since his return from his appendectomy, has been living at the free throw line in this series, literally living at the free throw line, a tank. And I don't see that stopping today. Now, we did see him sort of change his offensive philosophy in game 6. He was more of a facilitator of the offense. I mean, we sort of saw point Embiid there in that game. as he almost recorded a triple double. He had 8 assists. It was a very impressive performance. He took a step back just a bit once he realized his shot wasn't falling consistently in the second half. He got off to a decent start, but he cooled off a bit, and then he started getting everyone else involved. We saw that elite 2-man game, sort of reminiscent of a Nikola Jokic and Jamal Murray before they stunk it up this year, of course. But historically, that 2-man game between Embiid and Tyrese Maxey was like bread and butter, cutting to the basket. They were literally using Embiid to drag Neemias Queta away from the rim, and then they were running simple 2-man give and go actions with Tyrese Maxey cutting to the basket because Neemias Queta was dragged away from the rim because he was afraid that Joel Embiid was going to knock down jump shots. So, I mean, Joe Mazzulla, this is a series of adjustments. It's a league of adjustments. We might see an adjustment in this game, but I was trying to think of what that could be to sort of stop that from happening. And other than Neemias Queta playing fewer minutes, I mean, we already see that Luka Garza is starting, so they definitely watched the tape. I mean, I watched the tape, so we know they dissected the tape. With Luka Garza starting today, that already lets me know that there probably wasn't a backup plan for Neemias Queta because it was so effective. They were destroying the Celtics at the rim. Maybe Luka Garza can do a bit of a better job defending Embiid out there on the perimeter. I mean, it's possible. We're going to see how things unfold. The game's going to start in like 11 minutes. I'm just telling you, my thoughts here strategically, guys. I love talking ball with you, win or lose. Also, I want to remind you just before the game starts, guys, to always be responsible with your sports betting. We're dealing with a game of chance here. No matter how confident you are, you can get wiped at any time. So remember that you are always in control of your funds. Don't chase your losses. Try to have some fun with it. And just remember that. I'm sure someone somewhere needs to hear that, but I am rooting for you guys. You guys are the sharpest chat on earth. And hey, I love this community. I want to see you guys have fun with the game. So, just always be responsible, guys. Should be a good one. Also hit the like button for me. And let me just go through. I think Joel Embiid 25 plus might be a decent parlay piece here. Maybe over 26.5 as well. I do think Embiid's going to clear the 26.5 line. I might throw out some live player props with you guys though in this game, in game. So just be ready. Just be ready. And on the Celtics side of things as well, we could see a better performance from Peyton Pritchard as well. I do have him projected for 15 plus as a parlay piece. I do think 15 plus for Peyton Pritchard could be a decent option here, even though I like the Sixers to cover the spread or even win the game. I'm hoping they win the game. You also might want to look at Peyton Pritchard's assists, maybe at 4 plus as a parlay piece as well. It's a bit strange with Luka Garza starting. Neemias Queta and Vucevic, they got beat up by Embiid in this series so far, but it's a rock bottom line for Nikola Vucevic, and his points line 6.5 could be worth a look as well. Just running through some quick projections before the game starts, and when the game starts, I will get the scoreboard on the screen. I'll interact with you guys during the game, and we will have some fun with it. Also, vote on the poll in the chat. Welcome back, Jumpman, and in the chat as well. I can tell you guys are excited for this one. You guys are excited. You guys are excited for this one. I am trying to win some futures money with the Sixers in the playoffs, but hey, if they don't win today, I'll go back to the drawing board. I'll go back to the drawing board. Other players that I would expect to maybe have decent games in this spot, guys. Baylor Shireman, the value might be gone now. His line, I think his line was only 4.5 points. It's 6.5 now. I do think there could be some value there at 6.5. Baylor Shireman is a player that regularly went over a baseline average points prop line of 7.5 points in the regular season before Jayson Tatum returned from his long absence in this game. And you're also getting better lines for Neemias Queta as well. So Neemias Queta has not been able to stay out of foul trouble. I'm not a fan of his rebounds line, but at a lower line, I do think the points could have value as well. Let me see what that line changed to over the last hour. So it dropped from 8.5 to 7.5. So we could see an instance where Luka Garza starts the game, but Neemias Queta still plays more minutes than Luka Garza. You know, maybe they want Neemias Queta to match up against Andre Drummond in this series, in this game. That could be a bit of a chess move for the Celtics. I do think that there could still be some value on 7.5, but I also have a feeling that Joe Mazzulla has, you know, he's been very frustrated with Neemias Queta because there have been spurts in this series where he played pretty well, but he obviously has a trouble in this. He's been having trouble in this series to stay out of foul trouble, and it's been very frustrating for Celtics fans. Other players that you might want to look at. Other players that you might want to look at are one second. I do have a positive projection for Tyrese Maxey and his assist total at over 5.5. I do think that could be worth a shot as well, or even four plus as a parlay piece. Tyrese Maxey, I have him projected at just over 6 in this matchup, and they might need it. And in terms of 3-pointers for this game, Sam Hauser is a player that I would look at. With Tatum out, we could see an uptick in usage from Sam Hauser as well. Sam Hauser to go for 2+ threes could be a solid betting option, in my honest opinion. Sam Hauser might be worth a look, guys, for threes. I can see him knocking down a couple of jumpers, even if they're chasing the game. I talked about Embiid's points. I'm going to try to live bet a few of these as well. So the game is about to tip off. So let me just get it on here visually, and we're going to start to watch the game together. If you're watching the game on TV, maybe you can keep this stream on open to the side as a second screen. I do recommend that. And hit the like button for me as well. Let's get to 150 likes, guys. Let's get to 150 likes. Chicago Joe said, do you know how to speak Spanish? And I know some, very rudimentary basic Spanish. Let me just get the game on visually so I can watch it with you guys, and I'll get the scoreboard on the screen as well. And I want to say thank you to everyone that watched my video last night. I was very happy to see the response and from the community. And I'll drop another video for the Game 7 action tomorrow with picks for the Raptors Cavaliers Game 7 and Pistons Magic Game 7. You guys will definitely want to hear my opinions for both of those games. I'll drop that video tonight after this game is done. Hit the like button for me here, but also subscribe to my channel. Trying to get to 10,000 subscribers during the playoffs. You guys can help me get there. Everyone that's watching in the background, subscribe to my channel and turn notifications on so you don't miss my streams, my videos, because we do this every day, almost every day during the streams. This is what I do. So live betting streams during the games. It's been a lot of fun during the playoffs and the regular season with the sharpest chat on earth, and drop your bets in the chat as well. Best of luck, everyone. Now I'm just getting the game on. Also, I dropped MLB baseball picks on my Instagram page and my my Twitter account as well. So just so you guys know, you guys go over there and you guys can tell me an MLB baseball if you guys want, if you're interested in that. And I'll return with some baseball picks here on my channel as well. My social media accounts, My Guy Knows a Guy, Twitter and Instagram. That's the same as my YouTube channel. You can just type it in, or you can go click the links that are in the video description below. I posted 3 picks for baseball on my pages. Okay, so yeah, let's get ready to watch this. And I have the chat open, so let's interact. Welcome back, Mars Perspect, Michael Henley, Ringside, Streamer, Fly Guy Denny. Levels to this, Jordi Fuentes. The Tigers are up 3-0. Okay, that's excellent news. I did bet on the Tigers. That was on the money line. That was one of my 3 most confident. That was one of my most confident bets of the day. And there are still 2 more that haven't started on my Twitter account. I'm going to get the scoreboard on the screen. I just wanted to reward the people that actually have notifications on for my Twitter account and my Instagram page with those picks, and I'm going to do the same thing tomorrow. The game is on, chat, so can't believe I just missed the tip. Hold on. Thanks for letting me know, too. 4-0 start for the Sixers. 1 second. First basket was Joel Embiid. Mid-range jumper assisted by Maxey. VJ Edgecombe with the layup. Paul George dunks the ball. They're up 6-0. I appreciate you, Michael. He said, my guy is the best out there. I truly appreciate you, fam. Okay, I finally have it on, so we're still waiting for the first basket from the Celtics. It's very strange. Ron Harper Jr. with the steal, but then Jaylen Brown turns the ball over. 9:40 on the clock in the first quarter. And let's see what happens here in what is should still be a competitive game, but it's not a very competitive start to the game. The Sixers defense is rolling, and now VJ Edgecombe hits a 3. VJ Edgecombe hits the 3. And we get the first bucket from the Celtics in this game. It's Derek White. The Celtics will definitely need to see more of that from a player that has been slumping a bit, but that's a good sign for Derek White. He hits a 3. Bit of a sluggish start elsewhere, though. Hey, welcome back, Chica D Sports. Good evening as well. Is that Crystal? Jacques Andrew, how's it going? Pound for pound in the chat. Star Videos, how's it going, everyone? Sam. Ringside. And this is a good start. Jaylen Brown is 0 for 3 from the field, so it's a big moment for Jaylen Brown. Let's see if he picks it up later on, but right now, he's stanking it up. And Ron Harper missed a wide open 3. I mean, the Sixers just have the better lineup on the court right now. It's an 11-3 run to start the game, but Derek White is going to the free throw line now, chat. Hey, how's it going, Crystal? Little Monster, how's it going, brother? Best of luck. Enjoy the festivities. Derek White was fouled by VJ Edgecombe. That was a hard foul too, because it wasn't like on purpose, malicious, but VJ landed on Derek White, but he's okay. And he missed the first free throw, Derek White. He makes the second free throw. All 4 Celtics points so far have come from Derek White, a 3 and now 1 free throw. 11-4 advantage for Philly. Speak your mind. How's it going? Did you guys see Joel Embiid rip the ball out of the trainer's hands, the Celtics trainer's hands, with that delay of game call about a minute ago? That was weird. Game 7 energy right now. Star Video says the game feels over. No, we can't say that yet. I mean, this is a great start for us if you bet the Sixers, but you know, as Kelly Oubre slams it, 4 assists for Tyrese Maxey. I just talked about the positive projection I had for him at over 5.5 assists. Tyrese Maxey has 4 assists in the first 4.5 minutes of regulation. But the Celtics respond. Peyton Pritchard cuts to the basket with a nice finish there. It's an easy layup for him. Sixers up by 7. A bit of an anxious vibe from the crowd here if you're listening to the game. Bit of an anxious vibe. Hearing some groans, some moans from the crowd in Boston, the Boston faithful. I'm shocked that Neemias Queta didn't start though. But let's see what that actually means later on in the game and how many minutes he might get. And just so you guys know, I will be streaming again for the Game 7 action tomorrow. Cavs, Raptors, Magic, Pistons, Game 7 tomorrow. And you can still vote on the poll. There's a poll in the chat. You can pin, I mean, you can make your voice heard. Vote on the poll in the chat. Who wins this game on the money line? Sixers, Celtics. Who wins, chat? And the first team to blink is the Celtics. They call a timeout. Down by 7. Sluggish start from their offense. And let's see what happens after this timeout, guys. So good, good court vision from Tyrese Maxey. A little bit of everyone chipping in here so far. And, so Embiid had a big mismatch on Baylor Shireman and good ball movement, but VJ Edgecombe missed the 3 before that timeout. So Luka Garza, Baylor Shireman fighting for the rebound, and that was when they called timeout. How do you guys feel after the first 5 minutes? How do you feel? Chat, how do you feel? My bro Big Earn said the Celtics are in trouble. That dude in the chat said he's feeling good. Sick from the Vol says, well, there goes my Celtics first quarter. Not yet, Sick from the Vol, but Jacques Andrew said was too slow to bet, but I'm loving this Sixers momentum. Little Monster said I took the Sixers first quarter and first half and full game. Whoa, the trifecta? Let's go, Monster. Let's go. Did any of you guys catch those baseball bets on my page as well? That dude said, yeah, Tigers are up. Okay. I appreciate you for checking out my page as well. EWM said, any thoughts on Pritchard over 19.5? With the way the Sixers are defending right now, I would wait to see if you can get a better line on some Celtics players. What if they continue to be sluggish offensively here? I mean, they can't play much worse than what we've seen in the first 5 minutes offensively. But I do think that, if you're backing a few Celtics players a lot with live bets, I think you can get a better line in game in a few minutes. That's my opinion, but yeah, check it out, Monster. Check it out, Monster. I know you understand, brother. Speak your mindset. I'm kind of nervous for the Celtics. So the live spread right now has adjusted tremendously. On FanDuel, the live line for the Sixers is -2.5. They're 2.5 point favorites right now, or -146 on the money line. 5-0 lead for the Tigers if you bet them with me as well in baseball. Bripple said Tyrese Maxey, is he going over 23.5? I'm not too confident in that either, to be honest. I think points are going to be at a premium here, a bit of a defensive, environment in this game 7. I think points are going to be at a premium in this contest. And I think that you can get value on certain players at lower lines if you wait for a bit. The first basket was Embiid. Little monster. Smoked that I cashed. Fever raced to 55. Whoa, in WNBA preseason? That's crazy. We're back from the timeout though, chat. Ripple, welcome back though. And the Sixers score out of the timeout. It's a VJ Edgecombe layup. 7 points for VJ already. And also 7 combined assists from Embiid and Maxey. They're getting everyone involved. The Celtics have the ball. Peyton Pritchard misses a 3. Sixers ball here. We're at the midway mark of the first quarter. Kelly Oubre scores now, and it's a double-digit lead. It's an 11-point lead for the Sixers. Kelly Oubre with his second dunk of the quarter. 4 assists for Embiid now. It's point Embiid again, back-to-back games. We did see that in the last game. It kind of shocked people. And Embiid is setting the table, and so is Maxey. Luka Garza misses a 3. The Celtics are struggling offensively early. And also, it's the same lineup on the court, guys, for the Celtics at the moment. No changes, no subs yet. Kelly Oubre misses a contested layup on the other end, and it's Celtics ball. The ball is it's Celtics ball, but now we get our first substitution on the Celtics side of things. Neemias Queta checks in for Luka Garza. So the first Neemias Queta sighting of the game has arrived. Let's see what this means in terms of the game plan on the Celtics side of things. Yeah, VJ over 11.5. Yeah, you're well on your way. In the first game 7 in the young career of rookie VJ Edgecombe. The Celtics hit a 3. Derek White hit his second 3 of the game. 7 points for Derek White, and this is already his highest scoring quarter of the series. A 7-point quarter for Derek White, and we still have 5.5 minutes to go. Sixers ball, we're going the other way. Tyrese Maxey just recorded his 5th assist. It's a mid-range jumper from Joel Embiid. It's not a coincidence that Embiid attempted a mid-range jumper as soon as Neemias Queta came into the game. He wants to pull him away from the rim. We might see some of these Sixers players start to drive to the basket soon if Embiid gets a touch first early in the possession. We have our first basket from Jaylen Brown. It's a mid-range jumper for JB, and he has 2 points now, 2 assists for Peyton Pritchard. It's an 8-point lead for the Sixers. Kelly Oubre misses a 3. Sixers give it up, and the Celtics have it going the other way. Jaylen Brown is going to the free throw line, chat. Free throw is on the way for Jaylen Brown. This is a better spurt for the Celtics. He makes the first free throw. He was fouled by Maxey. Two fouls on Maxey, chat. Sam said the refs are going to be are going to be on Boston's side. Watch 462 for lives. Yeah, two. Yep. Welcome back 462. 2 fouls on Maxey. Something we're going to have to monitor here. Paul George subs out for Quentin Grimes, and Baylor Shireman subs out for Sam Hauser. Jaylen Brown made both free throws, something he struggled with in Game 6. He missed a few free throws in that one, but today 2 for 2 at the line so far. Embiid missed a 3. Celtics push it the other way. Jaylen Brown goes coast to coast, and he misses a shot, a little mid-range jumper immediately, and it's Sixers ball now. Oh, nope, Derek White grabbed the offensive rebound. Derek White with the offensive rebound. Let's see if the Celtics score off of that second chance. And we have our first foul on Neemias Queta, like clockwork. It's an illegal screen, offensive foul on the Celtics and Neemias Queta. Sixers ball. And the Sixers get points off the turnover. Joel Embiid scores again. It's another jumper for Embiid. 6 points now. Oh. Peyton Pritchard just missed a 3. Celtics ball. Peyton Pritchard's 1 for 3 from the field. VJ Edgecombe with the layup on the other end. Guys, Tyrese Maxey just went over his assists in the first quarter. I talked about that just before the game started. 5.5 assists for Maxey, 6 assists for him in the first quarter. VJ Edgecombe has 9 points now. But Jaylen Brown with a dunk on the other end. The fans love it. Jaylen Brown is starting to wake up here. He slithers to the rim and dunks it with 2 hands. Maxey brings the ball up the court. Embiid sets the pick. Maxey gets into the paint and floats it for an easy floater for him. And now Maxey has 4 points, 10-point lead for the Sixers. Timeout Sixers, they need a breather. Pretty interesting game so far. It's going about how I thought it would unfold. But we have a long way to go. I didn't even know you bet that, DG37. I hope you get that back, brother. You bet under Maxey's assists. Hope you get that back. Let's try to get that back. They kept him in the game 4-6-2, even though he had 2 fouls. Also, we're just a few likes away from 100 likes. If you're just watching the stream or if you just joined, hit the like button. So you guys can see this, right? Yeah. Joel Embiid, 6 points, 3 rebounds, 4 assists. Joel Embiid. Good start from their starting unit. Let's see if the reserves keep that same intensity, or able to, or if they're able to sustain that intensity. 6 assists for Tyrese Maxey, 9 points for VJ Edgecombe here. Four points for Kelly Oubre. Celtics, 7 points from Derek White. 6 points from from Jaylen Brown. Not much else to discuss, really. The Celtics started 5 for 16 from shooting from the field in this game. And we are back from the timeout. Let's see what happens. Oh, it's a 3 for Paul George, and the Sixers go up by 13. Chat, 5 assists for Point Embiid. No turnovers for Embiid either. And the Sixers are starting to really impose their will here. The physicality, I mean, their lineup looks better, and they are, especially without Tatum. I mean, the Sixers are a deeper team, So, I mean, it's not looking good for Boston right now. It's looking good for us and our bet, but it's not looking good for Boston right now. It's a 15-point lead now. Joel Embiid with 8 points. It's a mid-range jumper. 11-2 run for the Sixers. Whoa. Who will respond? Jaylen Brown responds. He has 8 points now. It's a long 2 for JB. And let's see if that gets the Celtics, helps them chip their way back into this one, or can they defend this Sixers starting lineup that is pretty potent at the moment. Sixers ball. Paul George turns it over. Peyton Pritchard with the steal. Celtics go the other way. And they miss an opportunity to score off the turnover. Jordan Walsh missed the free throw. The three-pointer. Hey, welcome back, Kenny. Best of luck, DG, 37. Jordan Walsh missed that transition 3. Joel Embiid grabs his 4th rebound of the game, and the Sixers go the other way. Paul George missed a jumper. Celtics ball. The Celtics speed things up just a bit, and Neemias Queta with the alley-oop dunk. The fans are... Now I can hear the fans. Neemias Queta with the nice pass from Peyton Pritchard is back to an 11-point lead. Sam said a healthy Sixers is too much for Jaylen Brown. The fans loved that dunk from Neemias Queta there. They might need to run that more, more pick and roll action instead of this ISO ball. But Joel Embiid, the tank, with a floater near the rim. He has 10 points in the first quarter. Embiid is here on a business trip in Boston, or at least he is in the first quarter. And the Sixers go back up by 13. The Celtics are scoring in the last couple of possessions, but they're not getting many stops defensively. And that's how the first quarter will end, chat. The Sixers dominated at points in that quarter. 32-19 advantage for Philly. After one, how do we feel? How do we feel, chat? How does the chat feel? Where are you guys at? How do you feel? If I bet anything more live, maybe some player props, I will look at it I mean, I'll add it below. Also, guys, go follow me on Instagram or Twitter. Just a quick plug while we have this commercial break. Go follow me on Instagram or Twitter at My Guy Knows a Guy. I posted some MLB baseball bets there. I'm always posting information about sports betting as well, commentary, interacting with people. My DMs are open as well. I have some MLB baseball picks on my Instagram page. I made a video there earlier, and also on my Twitter account. But I also talk NBA, all sorts of stuff there. So come interact with me and turn notifications on for my page on social media so you don't miss out for what's next. And let's get back to the game. Thanks for being here. Star Video says, I want to see if Missoula has any in-game adjustments because this is a horrible output at home. Lingo Wick said, welcome back, Lingo. He said, as a Knicks fan, I'm not impressed with either team. Well, I know Knicks fans are just watching this game like this, like, who are we going to play, you know? So, I definitely understand. Sam says, just keep rebounding and good defense. The Sixers are chilling. Speak Your Mind said Jaylen would have to play out of his mind for the Celtics to even have a chance of beating the Sixers. Ringside said, without Tatum, the Celtics are washed. I cannot see the bench stepping up. I mean, it's only a 13-point lead. I'm not going to go ahead and count the victory yet, but you guys are making some great points, though. And we're back. Second quarter. Second quarter action. NBA playoffs. Game 7. Win or go home, literally. And we start the quarter with Derek White free throws. Derek White, he's looking to add to his positive start to the game. The foul is on Andre Drummond, who subs into the game. So a different lineup here for the Sixers. And Derek White knocks down both free throws. DG, great job. He said, I just realized I cashed Embiid first basket. Okay, let's go. Congrats, fam. Yeah, Embiid did score the first basket. 11-point lead for Philly. And it's a 13-point lead. Tyrese Maxey with a long 2. 6 points for Maxey, chat. 34-21 lead for the Sixers. And Derek White is in my opinion, the biggest bright spot for the Celtics at the moment. He needs to pick it up defensively, but he has 11 points now, chat. And the Sixers are up by 11. Nice little floater from Derek White. And we have a Sixers turnover now. Paul George with his third turnover of the game. Not good news for the Sixers. And Derek White scores again. He cuts that lead to 9, back to single digits. Derek White has 13 points. And is this the Derek White game that the Celtics have been waiting for? They've been waiting all series for this sort of offensive output from Derek White, and he's rolling. He looks a bit confident getting to his spots. And now the Sixers miss again. It's Justin Edwards. He bricks his shot closer to the basket, and Neemias Queta grabs the rebound. Celtics ball. Sixers up by 9. The fans are starting to get into it. The energy is changing just a bit here. Neemias Queta with the layup. And it's back to a 7-point lead. That was the strongest sequence of the game so far for the Celtics. Great activity from Derek White and Neemias Queta over in the second quarter so far. And the Celtics just cut that lead in half. The Celtics just cut that lead in half. You said pay attention to these weak calls, Sam? Kenny said the Celtics need to lock in on D in front of their home crowd. But that was a much better sequence from them against a few reserves. Maxey was still out there, though. Maxey and Paul George, but let's see what happens. We know it's a game of runs, guys. I mean, just look at the Pistons game last night. It's a game of runs. It's definitely getting interesting, Pete Patrol, for sure. Even me, I liked what I saw from the Sixers, but in the first quarter. But even you guys know me, I'm going to try to stay level-headed a bit. It's not over. We saw it. It's not over in the NBA. People thought I was crazy last night with the Pistons when they were down 24. I still didn't think it was completely over. I was worried, but. Let's see what happens. Yeah, that was a better sequence for Derek White on both ends. He was a bit poor defensively in the first quarter, but so far in the first 2 minutes of this quarter, they're getting stops. And then obviously he's offsetting that by, pouring it on offensively. 13 points for Derek White already, chat. Thank you guys for being here, though. Hit the like button for me as well. And subscribe. But yeah, we're back from the timeout. Let's see what happens. VJ Edgecombe subs back in for Justin Edwards. That was a poor sequence for Justin Edwards defensively and offensively, but it was only 2 minutes. Let's see what the Sixers do. We have a foul on Derek White. The foul is on the floor. Joel Embiid is still on the bench. Foul on the floor on Derek White. He fouled Paul George. And Paul George scores a mid-range jumper for Paul George. 7 first half points for PG so far in Game 7, and it's Celtics ball. Sixers up by 9, chat. Derek White missed a mid-range jumper. It's Sixers ball again. They push it. Maxey misses the layup. Good defense there from the Celtics, and it's Celtics ball. Celtics ball. Neemias Queta, he's been an impact player in this game. Off the bench this time in surprising fashion. Another sequence of Peyton Pritchard assisting Neemias Queta for a dunk, chat. 6 points for Queta, 5 points for Peyton Pritchard, and it's back to a 7-point lead. 8.5 minutes to go. That was a big-time dunk. He dropped the hammer, Neemias Queta. And the fans are recognizing, acknowledging the effort there from this Celtics lineup here. That was hilarious, professional. Whoa, we have airball chance in the arena. VJ Edgecombe with the airball. 3. Oh, he thinks it was blocked. No, it looked like it was a foul. They missed it, but I don't know. It doesn't matter now. Quentin Grimes missed, and it's Celtics ball. Unlucky from Grimes as well. That shot really rimmed out. Celtics ball. We have a foul on Andre Drummond. Poor start for Andre Drummond off the bench here, in my opinion. Andre Drummond fouls Neemias Queta. They say it's on the floor, though. And they bring Joel Embiid right back into the game. That was a poor sequence from Andre Drummond. Drummond has had some decent moments in this series. Welcome back, Zach Zaid. How you doing, brother? Jumpman as well. Welcome back. He said Queta is turning up. Zach said it's a crazy playoff. But yeah, Joel Embiid just subbed back into the game, everyone. And so did Kelly Oubre. Kelly Oubre and Joel Embiid subbed back into the game. But on the Celtics side of things, they score again. It's Peyton Pritchard. And they were down by 15. They cut that lead to 5, guys. It's a 12-4 run for Boston. Peyton Pritchard has 4 points. It was such a good move from Peyton Pritchard, too. Did you guys see that? The ball handling, the footwork, the pump fake to get Embiid off of his feet. That was crazy. Too smooth. They give it to Embiid. High post. He gives it to Kelly Oubre for the wide open 3, and he missed. Oubre missed the wide open 3. And we have a foul on the rebound attempt from Neemias Queta. His second foul of the game. Neemias Queta fouled Joel Embiid, but the Sixers miss. It's Sixers ball, and they miss. Celtics ball. Celtics down by 5. And Derek White hits a quick 3 on the other end. It's back to a 2-point game. It's all Celtics in the second quarter, chat. And that's why I say it's a game of runs. It's far from over. That was a confident shot from Derek White. No joke. Kelly Oubre was surprised. 16 first half points from Derek White. Is this the Derek White game? And Kelly Oubre commits an offensive foul on the other end. The Sixers might need a timeout. Big run from the Boston Celtics, a 19-6 run. It's another offensive foul call on an illegal screen. Tons of energy in the building. That was a questionable call, but hey, it's too late now. The Celtics have a chance to tie the game or take the lead here. Another foul. This time it's on the floor, though, on Kelly Oubre. A hit job on Kelly Oubre. And Kelly Oubre has to be subbed out of the game. He has 3 fouls. Celtics ball. Whoa, the Celtics took the lead. Peyton Pritchard with the 3. 7 points for Pritchard. 22-6 run in the second quarter. And the Sixers offense is playing like garbage in the second quarter. That was a good shot from Pritchard in VJ Edgecombe's face. And you can see the confidence starting to build up just a bit on the Celtic side of things. Embiid missed the jumper, but it's still Sixers ball. Baylor Shireman fouled Quentin Grimes on the rebound attempt. So the foul's on Baylor Shireman. I don't think it's free throws. Yet ball side out. Ball side out, I believe. The Sixers had a chance to really create a ton of separation. They went up by 15 points, and the Celtics, let's be honest, with some, a ton of foul calls, but also some good defense, and Derek White as well. And it's a brand new game. We're back to basically square one. The Celtics are up by 1. And we have another foul on Luka Garza this time. Sorry, it's on Hugo Gonzalez, chat. Another foul on the floor. He fouled Joel Embiid. And it's still Sixers ball. The Sixers, let's see if they get into the bonus. I don't know. One of these teams, let's see. And the Sixers capitalize off of the foul call with a Quentin Grimes dunk. Quentin Grimes with the dunk, and the Sixers retake the lead. Baylor Shireman subbed out of the game as well. Jaylen Brown's back, guys. Baylor Shireman just subbed in for Jaylen Brown. And it is worth noting that the Celtics went on that run, that monster run, without Jaylen Brown. So let's see if he, swings the momentum in their favor even more. Or will the Sixers hit a 3. VJ has 12 first half points. A nice 3-point shot from VJ Edgecombe. Decisive in the fast break. And the rookie has 12. Celtics ball. Sixers up by 4. And the Celtics respond. It's Jaylen Brown. He hits his own 3. And it's a 1-point game. Sixers up by 1. This is a pretty decent basketball game here. Just as a fan of the game, I'm enjoying what I'm seeing. Joel Embiid, now he scores with the game is opening up offensively. There's more flow to the offense on both sides. And 1 for Embiid. He's going to the free throw line, chat. Off glass, 12 points for Embiid. 11 points for Jaylen Brown. 16 points for Derek White. 12 points for VJ Edgecombe. And he just barreled his way to the rim. That was crazy. He went through Derek White almost. Actually, not really. But we're going to get that free throw now. Let's see if he makes it. Embiid makes the free throw. And the fans are definitely into it now. If you guys are listening to the live broadcast like I am, you can hear the energy has changed in the TD arena, the TD Garden. The energy has flipped. The fans are invested right now. The Celtics missed their shot, though. Derek White missed a three. The Celtics grabbed the offensive rebound. Peyton Pritchard with the three, and then he misses. It's Sixers ball. Sixers ball, chat. The Sixers are also in the bonus for the rest of the quarter. Keep that in mind. We did see a few fouls earlier in this quarter, and let's see if they can capitalize. We have a foul on the floor from the rookie out of Spain, Hugo Gonzalez. He fouls. Joel Embiid is going to the free throw line, back to the line. That was a mismatch. There aren't many players that can hang with Embiid on in the high posts or anywhere actually. And the tank, the beast himself, is going back to the free throw line, but he missed the first free throw. Chat. 13 points for Embiid. He missed the first free throw. Let's see if he cashes in with the second. Are you guys enjoying the game or what? It's a pretty good one. Hey, welcome back, Charlotte Vonnie. I'm just seeing you. You said you have the Sixers money line plus 330 from last night. You said, what the hell is Philly doing? Well, I mean, it's a game of runs for sure. Best of luck, though, fam. Yeah, there was definitely some gamesmanship with that starting lineup. I truly believe that, but, that was more so to gain an edge maybe at the beginning of the game. The element of surprise is gone now, so. And Embiid makes the second free throw. What's going on, Sick from the Vol? Kenny. 13 points for JB. Jaylen Brown with the mid-range jumper. It's back to a three-point game, guys. Competitive basketball game. Game 7. Someone's going home tonight. Ringside said he likes the pace. The Celtics just cannot stay with the small ball lineup with Embiid on the court, though. Sick from the Ball saying this is good. You're talking about the game. It's a good game. It's a good game. Even if we're on different sides, I can always enjoy a basketball game with you guys. People on social media, they get too caught up in the whole, it's me versus you thing, Like we're not going against each other, guys. If I win or if I lose, I'm not here to shine on anyone. I'm just here to share my bets so I don't get fined. Shout out to Marshawn Lynch. Joel Embiid with the putback layup. And Keita almost picked up his third foul. That was very close, but either way, Embiid scored. Joe Mazzulla with a timely timeout here. That's a good timeout from Boston. He's actually complaining about a call on the other end. Sixers up by 5, 3.5 minutes to go in the first half. Competitive game 7 here. With in a wide open East. I mean, there are a few teams with that have title aspirations in the East. So, let's see what happens tonight. Yeah, no, I can never forget that Super Bowl. Patriots Seahawks, not from this year, but the one from, the legendary one, with Russell Wilson, Marshawn Lynch, Tom Brady, Gronk, Pete Carroll, Bill Belichick. That was a classic football game, controversial football game, but it was a classic moment in sports. When they did not hand the ball off to Marshawn Lynch and the camera just happened to catch Richard Sherman, like basically about to cry on the sideline. That was just crazy. Malcolm Butler. What was he, undrafted, 7th round DB? Catches the game-winning interception and then gets a contract from the Titans after that, I think. A moment in time, guys. Feels like it was yesterday. How do you feel, chat? Stan said Maxey is going to have to be more aggressive. The game's back. That was a long time out. Let's enjoy it. 3 minutes to go until halftime, chat. Derek White misses a contested jumper there, and it's Sixers ball. Sixers up by 5. Embiid misses, and the Celtics go the other way. Still a 5-point game. Whoa, Sam Hauser hits a 3 in transition. His first 3 of the game. I did say maybe he'll go for 2+3. Let's see if that happens. Said that before the game, but Sam Hauser with the 3, and it's a 2-point game now. Charlotte Varney said Peyton's 10 assists is plus 140, and Embiid 10 assists is plus 240. Best of luck, brother. And Stan said Ron Taylor said Kevin Hart. I understand that one. Alex said not handling the ball, not handing the ball to, or you're talking about Marshawn Lynch. Okay. Welcome back, Alex King. I didn't see you. He said it's like Marcus Smart to take a game-winning shot instead of Luka. Paul George with a big 3. The Sixers needed that. 5-point lead for Philly, guys. Celtics ball, 50-45, 2 minutes until halftime. And Hugo Gonzalez misses a 3, but the Celtics get the offensive rebound. Baylor Sharman grabs the board. And now Hugo Gonzalez is going to the free throw line. A foul on Philly, and the foul's on Embiid. Good physicality from the rookie, Hugo Gonzalez. But he missed the free throw. Uh-oh. He missed both. Whoa. He literally just missed both. That's crazy. The fans were shocked he missed the second one. That was wild. Another foul on the Sixers. This time it's VJ Edgecombe. And they are calling these offensive foul calls on the Sixers. I think that's 5 that have been called on the Sixers in this half alone. I would like to see the Sixers cash in a bit more. But that was a great charge drawn by Derek White, if you guys saw it. The game is getting a bit sluggish since that timeout. We had a good flow to the game for much of the second quarter, and now Jaylen Brown missed a shot, and things are getting a bit sluggish here since that last timeout. A bit ugly. It's hurting my eyes a little bit. And now the rookie, Hugo Gonzalez, commits a foul. Joe Mazzulla might need to take him out. He just pushed Joel Embiid. That's 3 fouls on the rookie, I believe. And Joel Embiid is going to the free throw line, chat. 2 free throws for Embiid after getting fouled on a simple rebound. A bit reckless there. And Embiid, who's a great free throw shooter, makes the 17 first half points for Embiid. I did say that over 26.5 points for Embiid might be worth the look. And as I expected, Hugo Gonzalez subs out of the game, and Neemias Queta is back in for the final minute and a half of the first half of Game 7, 76ers versus Celtics, NBA playoffs. Thanks for joining me on this live stream, guys. Little watch party. What happened to Derek White? Did he scrape his hand? Do you guys see that wound on his hand? I think he's all right. I think it's just like a scrape. Maybe from diving on the ground for a loose ball or something. It's playoff basketball. He has like a scrape or something on his hand. Embiid missed the second free throw. It's a 4-point game now. Neemias Queta scored again. Neemias Queta cleared that 7.5 point line I talked about before the stream in the first half. I said there could be value there. Man, the Sixers miss. VJ missed a 3, and the crowd's loving what they're seeing from Neemias Queta here in this game. Whoa, we have more free throws on the way for the Sixers, chat. And that's what they do. They get into the bonus early in these quarters. The foul's on Neemias Queta. This guy's a foul machine. He has a problem. And Embiid's going back to the free throw line. They can't box him out on these rebound attempts. Neemias Queta's mad about this one, though. He thinks it was a 50-50 call. Looking back, just Cyrix. He thinks they were fighting for the rebound there. I don't know, maybe Embiid went Hollywood there, but he made the first free throw. Neemias Queta did not like that call. This time Embiid knocks down both free throws. 19 points from the tank in the first half. Oh, Derek White. This is a spectacular performance from Derek White. His fourth 3 of the half. 19 points for Derek White, guys. And it's back to a 3-point lead. Less than a minute to go in Boston. And Jaylen Brown just blocked Tyrese Maxey's shot. That layup, he blocked it and went out of bounds. It's still Sixers ball. Great defense. From Luka Garza. Luka Garza with the block. Hey, Six Rob Stone, welcome back. Just Cyrix. I feel pretty good about the game. It's a competitive game, though. I'm not sure who's going to win this basketball game, though. I think the Sixers will cover. But let's see. I thought the block was Jaylen Brown because the way he jumped there, but it was the block was credited to Luka Garza. Joel Embiid just missed a mid-range jump shot. It's Celtics ball. They have a chance to tie this game with a 3. Under 40 seconds to go. In what's been a very interesting basketball game. Paul George with an excellent defensive play. Paul George just blocked. That was actually Embiid. Embiid blocked Jaylen Brown. And the Sixers go the other way. What a block from Joel Embiid. Did you guys see that? Jaylen Brown tried to dunk on Joel Embiid and got blocked. And Tyrese Maxey drains the clock and hits a mid-range jumper, a step-back mid-range at the shot clock buzzer. What a shot from Tyrese Maxey. It's Celtics ball, less than 10 seconds to go. Derek White missed. VJ Edgecombe blocks the shot as well. And that's how we enter halftime with the Sixers up by 5. Chat, I did bet on the Sixers plus 8.5. At one point the Sixers were up by 15 points. It looked like they were taking a commanding lead in the game, maybe even taking control in the game. But the Celtics had a great defensive stance to start the second quarter to chip their way back into the lead, and not only chip their way into the lead, but to take the lead. And then the Sixers put their starters back in, got into the bonus, and it was pretty competitive until the end of the quarter. The Sixers got into the bonus early in the second quarter. That's a big part of why the physicality of Joel Embiid, a big part of why they've taken the lead here. 19 points in the first half from Derek White, 13 points in the first half from Jaylen Brown. They're doing the heavy lifting. So is Neemias Queta. Neemias Queta was playing well, but once again, as I said, has been a theme for Neemias Queta in this first round. He continues to get into foul trouble. He has 3 fouls. And they don't have much else in their lineup to sort of try to throw bodies at Joel Embiid. Joel Embiid has 19 points in the first half, 5 rebounds, 5 assists, 2 blocks, chat. 5 for 7 at the free throw line. 8 points, 6 rebounds, 7 assists from Tyrese Maxey. He's on triple-double watch. A rare triple-double from Tyrese Maxey is possible tonight. VJ Edgecombe had 12 points as well. He had a hot start to the game. So did Paul George. Paul George did hit a big three towards the end of that half, though. Kelly Oubre got into foul trouble, though. Nothing from the bench, though, in terms of production. Nothing from Justin Edwards. Nothing from Andre Drummond. Not much from Quentin Grimes either. So the bench of the Philadelphia 76ers that played so well in the last two games hasn't been producing in this game. It's a pretty competitive basketball game. Who do you guys think is going to win? Let me know in the chat. Who wins this ball game tonight? Who's going to advance to play the New York Knicks? And also vote on the poll that's in the chat right now. Vote on the poll. Who do you guys think wins? You guys can vote there if you guys want to see everyone's opinion. Hit the like button for me and subscribe to my channel. Follow me on social media. So Instagram, Twitter. The links are in the description below. But also hit the like button for me, guys. Let's see if we can get to 150 likes on the live stream. 150 likes. Welcome back, Akira. Zach Zate as well. Zach Zate said the Sixers took the lead from Game 5. Akira said the Celtics will find a way to win, even if it goes to overtime. Alex King said Brown tried to put Embiid on a poster. Just Cyrix says, do you take YouTube video recommendations? What do you mean by that? Six Rob said they're hot from three. Ringside said that wasn't a foul when they called that foul on Keita on the rebound, the third foul. Sick from the Vol said, I'm sorry, not now. Joe put Hugo Gonzalez on the bench. Let me know how you feel, guys. Let me know how you feel. As for me, I will be right back, chat. I'll leave this on. Drop your bets for halftime. I'll take a look to see if I can find some live bets. Just going to run to the kitchen and I'll be right back, so I'm not going anywhere. I will be right back, chat. Hit the like button for me. Drop your bets in the chat. Hey, chat. I'm back. Abe said the plus minus is the worst stat in baseball. Hugo Gonzalez leads the Celtics with +7, but he has 2 boards and 3 fouls. Yeah, it's not a useful stat. Plus minus is almost useless, but it can be a bit of a guide in bigger blowouts, but in more competitive games, it's almost a useless stat these days. Just Cyrix said, like a sports betting 101 series for me, explaining pretty much how to sports bet, you know? I'm glad you're enjoying the stream and the community as well, Cyrix. Jumpman said people are saying it's over because Tatum's not playing. Jay Bang said Sixers. Welcome back, Jay Bangs. How do you guys feel? Pretty interesting game. Thanks to you guys for watching my video last night. I uploaded that video with my prediction for the game. I'm going to do the same thing for the games tomorrow. Everyone that's watching, turn notifications on. Thanks a lot. And yeah, just like Jay Bang said in the chat, he said, drop a like for my guy. I appreciate you, Fab. So I just asked the question on my Twitter account when I went to the kitchen. The Sixers are up by 5. Tell me now, who do you think is going to win tonight? Everyone in the chat, who do you think is going to win on the money line? Let me know in the chat. I'll give you a shout out while we wait for the second half to come on. I'll take a look at the live odds right now as well. Appreciate you. I truly appreciate you, fam. You're one of the realest for sure. Stan said 3 Maxey threes and 2 Embiid assists. Or you deleted it? Was it a typo? So that's what I tweeted, and my bro Andrew said, so much variance in the Celtics 3-point shooting. If they're falling and they have a big third quarter, they could take it. I'm gonna need Derek White though. Levert, my bro Levert said Celtics take this if they can stop fouling. Not sure what Mazzulla was doing with the starting lineup. I'm sure they thought the 5-out approach would hit more shots and keep pace with the bad defense. But very odd to put yourselves in a hole like that. Urban Seif said, I think the Celtics will blow them out in the Embiid-less minutes. D. Uloa said, when Derek White plays well, especially in Boston, they are just lucky and the threes get contagious. Well, that is true. It can become an avalanche. Let's see what happens. It's going to be very interesting, chat. Very interesting times on the way. Joe Mazzulla was all over the refs in that last timeout before halftime about some stuff that he did not like in the game. %57 from 3 for Derek White. Definitely not over. I mean, this is literally a 5-point game. We're going to see, we might see something crazy in the second half. So you guys remember what I said? I mean, the public is on the Sixers here. One of the few times I, bought into this sort of scenario willingly, but my mind was already made up. So, and I mean, the Celtics have been rolling. I mean, the Sixers have been rolling. Bobby Manning, who covers the Celtics, said, Keita just picked up a brutal third foul in the bonus. Yeah, we watched that live. That was definitely brutal. Bit of a hit job from the refs there. The first 2 were fouls. I'm not sure about the third one. Also, some questionable calls on Kelly Oubre as well. Kelly Oubre, those are some questionable foul calls on Kelly Oubre. Giannis and the Portland Trail Blazers are being linked. The Blazers are linked to Giannis and Anthony Davis. What's going on out here? Is this a 2K simulation? Yeah, Jay, I'll be live streaming tomorrow. I'll be live streaming tomorrow for Game 7. Abe, yeah, that's my bro. J Money, yeah, that's my bro. Yeah. Just Sarek said, could you think about making a how to bet sports series? I would definitely watch like tutorials and beginners tips. Yeah, I could do some stuff like that. Maybe when the playoffs start to die down, it's pretty hectic when the playoffs are on. But maybe when the season's done, I can drop some guides. Maybe give you some tools as well. Like Will Finance, welcome back, bro. He said the second half live line is Celtics -2, and he said that line is a trap. And Charlavani likes the third quarter over and over 50.5 in the Sixers Celtics game. Andre Rogers says they want to try the Damon Giannis thing again. Shaking my head. Doesn't make any sense. Makes no sense. What do you guys think about the games tomorrow? You have predictions for those as well? Chat. What do you think about Raptors versus Cavaliers game 7? Magic versus Pistons. Brandon Ingram is questionable. There's a chance Brandon Ingram will return for the Raptors, but Franz Wagner is out for the Magic tomorrow. They already announced that earlier today. Andre Rogers says the Cavs are going to drop the ball. You think they're going to lose? I think James Harden, game 7. Jay Banks says, I'm still stuck on those games tomorrow. Need help for sure. Okay. Well, I just say pause, Stan. Did I say something? Scotty Barnes is a monster, guys. You guys know I'm a Raptors fan. Scotty Barnes is an absolute monster. No joke. He's approaching top 10 status. One second, chat. Abe said, I know I said Harden has been the most solid player for the Cavs in the playoffs, but I'm expecting the usual stinker from Harden in Game 7. The second half started, chat. Let's get back to the game. Apologies for the delay. I was replying to some of those people on Twitter. Neemias Queta scored first. Second half is on, chat. Let's see who wants it more. Let's see who gets the calls. Let's see who gets to the free throw line. All of that. VJ Edgecombe hits a 3. His third 3 of the game. 15 points. 6-point lead for Philly. Assisted by Joel Embiid. Also, Andre Rogers says, what are your thoughts on the Magic game? I'll finalize that probably after the stream, Andre. I'll let you know for sure, brother. Like Will Fine says, the Magic can beat the Pistons if they trust Desmond Bane. Deep says, what are your thoughts on the game so far? I'm going to get back into it now. I'll get back to you at the timeout. Deep in the chat. Thanks for being here, guys. Hit the like button for me. And Derek White missed a 3. He is... Am I muted? No. You guys can hear me, right? Abe, can you guys hear me? Let me know in the chat. Oh, also, let me put the score back up. Sorry. Yep, there we go. Apologies. It's still Celtics ball after that Derek White missed 3. The ball bounced out of bounds. Hey, Vic Jolliffe, how's it going? Let me know if you guys can hear me as well. Whoa, a deep 3 from Tyrese Maxey. 11 points from Maxey. That's his first 3 of the ball game. And it's a 9-point lead for the Philadelphia 76ers in this pivotal Game 7. Matt Harris, can you hear me? Thanks a lot. Yep, like whoa, Max. Matt, sorry. My bro Matt Harris, like whoa. David, can you hear me? Okay. Karma likes Max Strus. Oh, that's for tomorrow. I didn't see you, Karma. How's it going? Okay, Jaylen Brown missed a 3. Sixers ball. Joel Embiid misses. Celtics ball. Celtics down by 9. Derek White just missed back-to-back 3s. So he missed 1 3. Peyton Pritchard got another offensive rebound, his second offensive rebound of the game, and Derek White missed the 3. So after that hot start for Derek White, all of a sudden you look at his line here. He's 6 for 16 from the field now, jacking up shots left and right. And now we have a foul on the floor from Luka Garza. Definitely not the start the Celtics would have hoped for here. Another basket for Tyrese Maxey. Back-to-back buckets for Maxey. It's a mid-range jumper. It's a long 2 this time. 13 points for Maxey, and the Celtics have to call a timeout. Timeout Boston. And that's how you start a second half. I mean, they got some stops. That was a pretty decent sequence, but it's only 2 minutes, guys. So we have to respect Boston, what they've done as well, even without Tatum. And I'm not going to call this one anytime soon in terms of the result. Yeah, no worries, Abe. And my bro Deep in the chat as well. He said, what are your thoughts on the game so far? I think it's a competitive game. I think the Sixers had a couple of chances to, really create some separation here. Obviously, the great equalizer has been the amount of free throw attempts for them. But now all of a sudden we are getting that 3-point variance that's been a much discussed, highly discussed issue for the Celtics. And they live by the 3, they die by the 3. And we're seeing that variance play out now. And in my opinion, the Celtics might need to increase their physicality and maybe drive to the rim as well. I mean, Joel Embiid is rolling. Tyrese Maxey had a slow start, but he had 6 assists in the first quarter, had a slow second quarter. Now we see him really cranking things up. I would expect the Sixers to tighten things up with their offensive output here and really lean on those 4 players, Embiid, Maxey, Edgecombe, and Paul George. This is, I know some of those players have an injury history, Embiid, Paul George, but they're going to have to max out the minutes for those 4 players in the second half of this game, because even though the Celtics are undermanned, you still can't take them lightly, because they can get hot from 3 at any moment. And, Jaylen Brown had some decent stretches in the first half, but the Celtics honestly are going to need more from Derek Brown. I'm sorry, not Derek Brown, Jaylen Brown, because Derek White is missing a few shots here since that hot start to the game. And this is a big moment for the Sixers with how wide open the East is at the moment. So, the Celtics, it's a big moment for them as well. They want to win the game. I'm not trying to take it lightly. And I know everyone bet the Sixers here, but I'm just saying, with the way Embiid is rolling right now and the way Maxey is distributing the basketball, the Sixers, if they keep the turnovers to a minimum here, they're going to win this game outright. They did have a few crazy foul calls called on them, a couple of hit job offensive foul calls as well. 5 offensive foul calls on the Sixers in the first half alone. I think like 2 of them were on Kelly Oubre. Let's see what the refs do here, but at the same time, basketball wise, the Celtics might need to be a bit less trusting of the players towards the end of the rotation. They might need to cut the minutes of Hugo Gonzalez out in this half, Luka Garza out in this half, and just, double down on Jaylen Brown, Peyton Pritchard, Derek White, and maybe even Shireman as well. Shireman hustles, and just tighten up the rotation a bit. Let's see who makes fewer mistakes in this game. I think the Sixers are. I'm not saying that because they're up by 11, but I think the Sixers are going to hold on and win this game. Let's see if I'm right. I've got money on the spread though, plus 8.5. That obviously looks like a great bet right now, but we still have the majority. We still have 90% of the second half still left to unfold. So, nothing is guaranteed. Got to make a case for both sides when it's competitive, and we're back from the timeout, chat. REG Visuals, welcome back. Great call with the first quarter and the first half, Little Monster with the Sixers. Let's see if you catch that trifecta. And 1 for Jaylen Brown. Mid-range jumper, and he hits the free throw. 16 points for Jaylen Brown. The foul was on Tyrese Maxey, his 3rd foul of the game, and Tyrese Maxey is still asking the ref, what did I do? Maxey is still asking them what he did. That might have been worth challenging, but in a Game 7, you might want to keep your challenge for the 4th quarter, just to be honest. Sixers ball. Embiid scores. Didn't take long either. 21 points for Embiid. Little hook shot right in front of the rim. Joel Embiid has 21. And it's back to a double-digit lead. 10-point lead, chat, for the Sixers. Great call, Real DJ as well, with Embiid's 5 assists. Congrats, sharpest chat on earth. Tyrese Maxey misses a 3, a transition 3. And now it's Celtics score immediately with their own transition 3. It's Peyton Pritchard, chat. His second 3 of the game, 10 points for Pritchard. Assisted by Jaylen Brown. It's level, so this says the Sixers team total over 105.5 at plus money. You like it? You like it? And we have 2 blocks from the Celtics on the same possession. VJ Edgecombe just got blocked by Jaylen Brown and Derek White on the same possession. That was a great defensive sequence there. Team-oriented defense. And now Joel Embiid turns the ball over. Baylor Shireman with the steal. Celtics are running. And Derek White missed a transition 3 opportunity, and he has missed his last 4 3-pointer attempts and his last 5 shots from the field. Yeah, they have no choice, Sam. I agree. In the chat. Paul George misses a 3 now. And it's Celtics. Baylor Shireman misses a 3 now. Both teams are just chucking up 3s left and right. 7-point lead for Philadelphia. Oh, Hugo Gonzalez subs back into the game, chat. For Jordan Walsh. Jordan Walsh just played for about 2 minutes there and left the game. 9 rebounds for Embiid. Embiid is on triple-double watch, chat. Triple-double watch for Embiid tonight and Maxey. One of those two players could get to a triple-double. Sixers ball after the substitution. Maxey hits a 3. 16 points for Tyrese Maxey. His second 3 of the quarter. 4 assists for VJ Edgecombe. Good ball movement from Philly. Baylor Shireman misses another 3, but they get the offensive rebound, the Celtics. And Jaylen Brown hits the 3 off the offensive board. Second chance scoring opportunities, Baylor Shireman with the offensive rebound and the assist. Hustle from Shireman. Sixers ball up by 7, 6.5 to go in the third. Game 7, who goes home tonight? Someone is going home. Who wants it more? Sixers ball, they get into their half-court sets. Joel Embiid drives to the rim and throws it into the basket. 23 points for Joel Embiid. It's back to a 9-point lead. Jaylen Brown is going to the free throw line. Oh, no and 1, but I think that's 4 fouls on Kelly Oubre. Kelly Oubre, it could be on Paul George though. Let's see. Who's that foul on? If it's on Oubre, he's playing a terrible game, man. It is on Kelly Oubre. His 4th foul of the game. And Joel Embiid and Jaylen Brown are talking trash to each other on the court. They are talking trash to each other on the basketball court. They want it badly. Jaylen Brown makes the first free throw. Kelly Oubre subs out of the game. Quentin Grimes checks in. And Brown makes both free throws. Seven-point lead for the Sixers. It's crazy to see Neemias Queta and Vucevic on the bench at the same time. Joe Mazzulla, bro, it's crazy. You know, he's a good coach, but... And Embiid's going to the free throw line. The foul is on Derek White, I believe. Embiid is determined. And the fans are a bit quiet. The foul might be on Gonzalez. And Jaylen Brown is still getting an earful from Joel Embiid. Joel Embiid is talking trash to Jaylen Brown on every possession in this second half. I don't know what happened. But Joel Embiid is here, guys. This guy is talking trash to Jaylen Brown. He's letting him hear it on every possession. Welcome back, Jay Kroggs. I agree, Jay Kroggs. I agree. It's still a close game, though. Still a close game. Oh yeah, Embiid is definitely like one of the best for sure. Some people don't like Embiid, but you know, even though I'm a Raptors fan, I've always been a fan of Embiid. I feel like people were too critical of him. Embiid is one of the best players in the league, like definitively. Even his haters know that. They just won't admit it, you know? So, yeah, he gets to the free throw line a lot. Well, stop him from getting to the free throw line. It's a part of the game. Some people, their game is dependent on them getting to the free throw line. It opens things up for their teammates as well. He draws a lot of attention. And right now, I'm shocked that Neemias Queta isn't in the game. Like Finance user, welcome back. Another bucket for Embiid. Put back layup. Embiid is going for a triple-double tonight. Embiid's going for a triple-double tonight, chat. Yeah, the game is far from over, though. You know, you guys know me. I make a case from both sides, just like you said, like Will Finance. You say he's underrated, Sam? I'm not going to say Embiid's underrated, but I think that the injury issues he suffered over the last 2 years has led the fans to sort of forget. They forgot, you know? This guy scored 70 against Wemby, man. Hugo Gonzalez has been a net negative in this game, and the Sixers call a timeout. After the missed three, the Sixers need a breather. They've been playing well defensively in this quarter. Kenny, I agree. Kenny, 410 in the chat. Even though I bet the Sixers, I'm shocked that we're not seeing Neemias Queta play more. And I'm also shocked that Vucevic hasn't played at all. They essentially traded Vucevic, they traded Anthony Simons and draft picks for Vucevic to bench him in this game. But we all know, I tried to tell you guys when Embiid returned in game 4, Joel Embiid owns Nikola Vucevic. He's continually bullied him in his career. It's a terrible matchup for Vucevic. And then Queta, this is the fourth straight game with Embiid that Queta has gotten into foul trouble. Yeah, Sam, Vooch can't guard him. It's just, we know. We've seen Vucevic score against Embiid in the past, you know? Even at the beginning of the year, didn't Vucevic hit a game-winning shot with the Bulls at the beginning? Remember the Bulls had that hot start, guys, this year? And Vucevic hit that game-winning shot against the Sixers? Yeah, Vucevic, he shined that day, but Embiid still had a big night. You know, he can't stop Embiid. Vucevic can score, but, you know, he's had some bad defensive performances against Embiid in his career, and he knows it. Mazzulla knows it as well. He got benched in a critical game 7. And if they lose this game, which is not guaranteed yet, there's only an 11-point game. If they lose this game, they'll question why they traded Anthony Simons and those draft picks and why they didn't maybe find another big that can maybe do a bit more defensively. Hartford, you like Celtics plus 8.5 live? Best of luck. Sam said he would feast. He's not doing this against Robinson. Against Mitchell Robinson, that's a different task. Mitchell Robinson is a much tougher defender, obviously. You know, he'll do a much better job against Embiid. But the one advantage Embiid is going to have is that Mitchell Robinson can't play more than 20 minutes without breaking down. That's where Embiid is going to have the advantage. Towns is going to have to step up, but we're far away from that. This game isn't even over. I don't even want to think about that yet. And I hope the Sixers aren't either. If they're thinking about the Knicks, the Celtics will come back and lose. They better be thinking about the Celtics. You're right, though. Schematically, you know, Mitchell Robinson is a better matchup, but he can't play more than 20 minutes without breaking down or having conditioning problems or having a nagging injury. So, I'll tell you guys now, if the Sixers win this series, I'm picking them to win the series against the Knicks. Like, nothing is going to change. Sometimes when it's your time, it's your time. Sometimes the cards fall, they just align, they just are aligned. Sixers will probably get some revenge against the Knicks for what they did when they eliminated the Sixers in Game 6 2 years ago. You guys remember that? You think it's still mostly the same team? You think the Sixers forgot about that? But let's see. What happens here? Because this game is still not over. It's not looking good for the Celtics though. But it's still not over. Even though I am optimistic, cautiously optimistic. Tyrese Maxey drives to the rim and scores. It's a layup. 18 points for Tyrese Maxey. He's been a big bright spot in this quarter. And the Celtics respond quickly with a Sam Hauser 3. I did talk about that before the game started. Many of you heard that. I talked about Sam Hauser maybe hitting a couple threes today. And they might need more Sam Hauser here. It's only a 10-point game. Sam Hauser has 6 points now. VJ Edgecombe missed in front of the rim, and it's Celtics ball. The Celtics got that stop they needed. The Celtics got a defensive stop. Let's see what they do with it. Just under 4 minutes to go. Yeah, Charlotte Vonnie, I bet the Sixers to win the East back in January. I have that, and I have them to win the title as well. If they can somehow even just get that far, I mean, I'll have a really good cash out on multiple books. But let's see what happens. We're really, really far from that. Charlotte Vonnie, yeah, you made a great point. Yeah, I get that, bro. Embiid notoriously destroys Karl Anthony Towns, but Mike Brown won't bench him. Oh, if we get to that series, Karl Anthony Towns versus Joel Embiid will be cinema. WWE. Paul George with a huge 3. It's a 13-point lead. Ooh, nice finish from Tyrese Maxey. And they're up by 15 points. Let's go, chat. Let's go, Sixers. Oh, this one is, oh, another stop for the Sixers, and VJ Edgecombe hits a 3 on the other end. They're starting to blow the game open. It's their biggest lead of the game. It's an 18-point lead. Let's go, chat. Let's go. Sometimes the public cashes too. I told you I was scared of the spot because I don't like betting with the public, but in this instance, it's the Sixers' time. But let's see if they finish the deal. I believe it's their time to break through. Like the Heat did with Jimmy Butler when they were an 8th seed a couple of seasons ago when they went to the finals. I think the Sixers are going to go on a similar run this season. And I think we are at the beginning of a special run here. Let's see what happens, chat. Let's see what happens. And the fans are stunned. The fans are stunned. Yeah, sometimes the line can throw you off as well. Just like Sam said in the chat, he said he was really close to betting with Boston, but because the line was throwing him off, and the line was throwing people off too. People thought, it was too easy with the Sixers. And, honestly, guys, I said this in my video last night. How many people in the chat watched my video last night? The whole video. How many people watched the entire video and listened to when I said that there is a ton of sportsbook liability that has been built up, futures positions on the Celtics to win the title. The Celtics were one of the most popular teams that the public bet on to win the title before Jayson Tatum returned in the regular season because they predicted him to return. And they're like, oh, there's so much value here. Plus 3,000, plus 4,000, plus 5,000 at times. When Tatum comes back, there's going to be a ton of value there. I really feel like there's a lot of money on the Celtics to win the title. Maybe more than any team. Seriously, people are not betting on OKC midway through the season at minus 120 to win the NBA title. They're not. But people did bet the Celtics. A lot of people I know here in Toronto, they bet the Celtics. I know that for a fact. But either way, we have a long way to go. Hey, welcome back, Jay Darby. How's it going, brother? Yeah, I did see that at the end of the timeout. Joel Embiid was grabbing at his ribs too, guys. So let's keep an eye out there. Let's see what's going on with Embiid. Hopefully he's all right. Sam Hauser scored, and then Paul George missed a 3. And then now Derek White missed a 3. So Derek White has gone ice cold in the second half. Jay Krog's? Yeah. Well, no one can say for sure. I would say that the Celtics and the Spurs are top 2. Jay Krog's in terms of futures liability. I do know, someone that, that does, work for a sports book here in Toronto. A couple of people, but someone that I actually there's one person I actually really know that who works at a sports book here. I'm not going to say which one, but and that's what he told me before the playoffs started. So, I mean, he told me just, he said there's a ton of money on the Celtics to win the title, but it's only a 14-point lead. They can still come back. Jaylen Brown just scored, 14-point lead for the Sixers. It's about to be the fourth quarter. We have under a minute left, and I think the Sixers need to do more. Welcome back to the professional, 77 figures. Yeah, I agree. Jay Kroggs, Charlevani, Lyquo Finance, Sam, Meyer L. Roll 51, welcome back, fam. Another three for VJ Edgecombe. Is he the X factor of Game 7? It looked like it was going to be Derek White. Is it VJ Edgecombe? And Jaylen Brown trying to will his team back into it. Back-to-back buckets for Jaylen Brown. He hit a three. 26 points for Jaylen Brown. 3 threes, and it's back to a 14-point lead. And these teams are going blow for blow right now. Free throws for Quentin Grimes. 7 seconds to go in the third quarter, and Quentin Grimes drives to the basket, and that's another foul on Neemias Queta. Is Neemias Queta a moron? That might be on Sam Hauser, though. It might be on Sam Hauser. It is on Hauser. I take it back. He's not a moron. Oh, yeah, I think you're going to cash that bet too, professional. Over 205? Yeah. That was a good live bet there. Quentin Grimes makes the first free throw, but he missed the second, and Celtics left. Derek White scores. Is that going to count? Derek White at the buzzer, 21 points. He was ice cold for the entire quarter, but he got the last laugh there. The shot is good. Derek White with a floater off glass, chat. And it's a 13-point lead for the Philadelphia 76ers. Here comes the money quarter. The game isn't over. The game isn't over. Welcome back, Tasha. She said my team is looking good. They're looking great. Hopefully Embiid's all right. I think he's all right. He was grabbing his ribs, and I don't see any alerts about Embiid. Let me know if you guys see anything on social media about Embiid while I have the stream up. Jay Darby said that wasn't even a foul, in my opinion. He just missed that dunk. Sam said, I like Barlow out there. We need more boards. Like Will Fine said, I can't believe the Celtics only have 75 points at the end of the third. Congrats to professional. Matt Harris, welcome back. How you guys feel, chat? Thanks for hanging out with me. Still not over. I mean, there's still a path into this game for the Celtics, but obviously they need those threes to fall. But they would have to play much better defensively on the perimeter. So let's see what happens. Smoke That Smoke said he cashed 2 big parlays tonight. He's done. Great job, man. Congrats, sharpest chat on earth. Ringside said Derek White and Jaylen Brown need some help in the fourth quarter. Charlavani cashed that third quarter live bet he placed at halftime in the chat too, guys. Big congrats to you, Charlavani. The third quarter over 51 cashed. Great call, Charlavani, and thanks for sharing. We appreciate you. Keegan said he placed a live bet on Tyrese Maxey 20 plus points, Maxey 2+ threes, and Sixers money line. So you just need Sixers money line now. Let's go, Keegan. Best of luck. Stan Don Biz says Embiid to Maxey for 3 to ice it. That's the prediction. Kenny said I had a really good 21 leg parlay going, but I had Celtics money line though. That's a tough one there. I'm not here to tell you what to do, but my recommendation, Kenny, would be, and I hope you get that back. My recommendation would be to cut the legs out of the parlay. Me, I don't like to play parlays if they're big, more than 3 legs. I think that's where they start to enter negative EV territory in terms of the value. But that's just me. So that's just me. And the fourth quarter is starting, chat. So give me a moment, though. I'm going to keep the scoreboard up for you. I'm not going anywhere, but I have to be right back. I have to go right to the kitchen, and I have to be right back because I am here by myself. Just give me a second, chat. All right. Apologies, chat. I'm back. No more breaks. And whoa, Sixers call a timeout. They cut that 13-point lead to 6. It's still a ball game. As I said, it's not over. I think the Sixers will hold on, but it's definitely not over. And the Celtics are making a strong push to start this quarter. DG37 in the chat said he grabbed Celtics money line plus 830. And Jumpman said Neemias Queta cashed his points and rebounds. And Tim McDonald also cashed Neemias Queta over 8.5 rebounds. Great call, guys. Great job. And I'm just catching up now. Apologies, no more breaks. And Will Sotang said he needs Peyton Pritchard to score one more basket to hit a parlay. I hope you cash that parlay. Good luck as well. Welcome back, Britpool. King27, he cashed already. Had VJ, 15 plus points. Tyrese Maxey, 6 rebounds. And Embiid, 10 rebounds. Great call, fam. Great job. Okay, what did I miss, though? That's the crazy part. What do you guys think of the Sixers? Are the Sixers going to hold on, or do you think the Boston's going to take this one and come back from being down 16? Six Rob Stone said Pritchard's going to bury them. Tasha said, I hope. Should be very exciting. That the Celtics just made it very interesting. Like Will Finance said, it comes down to coaching decisions. Sion Kopel said, I need Derek White to score 4 more to cash. Best of luck. You need Pritchard 2 more points and 1 rebound from VJ. Bill Maddox said, do you think Baylor Shireman will get 5 points? I think that's highly unpredictable at this stage in the game. With so few minutes left, I think it's definitely possible. But pregame, I don't know. I don't know about Baylor Shireman. Best of luck, everyone. And thanks for being here. We're back from the timeout. Back to the action. J Bank says no OT. Kenny says a big 3, get him back in it. Oh, you said because 6 Rob said script's looking like OT. Joel Embiid just hit a mid-range jumper out of the timeout. 29 points for Embiid, guys. He's been pretty solid. And was that the first basket for the Sixers of the fourth quarter? Starters on the court, except for Sam Hauser. Starters, every other player on the court is a starter right now. And we have a foul on... is Jaylen Brown okay? It's a foul on Paul George, but did Embiid... Okay. There's nothing there. I thought Jaylen Brown took a hard fall. It looks like he may have took a hard fall. Did Joel Embiid just hurt Jaylen Brown? Or did he just fall awkwardly on his own? I need to see a replay of that. Or is it on Paul George even? I think Jaylen Brown's okay. Maybe it's a sell job to get a flagrant foul. What did Casey Mike do? Casey Mike said, I have money on the money line for Sixers plus 240 pregame, and I also have Sixers plus 8.5 and the over in a parlay. Big money out, and I was going to hedge it with Celtics plus 375. Decided not to. Let's gamble. Best of luck, Casey Mike. I hope you cash, fam. And thanks for sharing. This is where things get sweaty, just like Jay Bang said. Let's go. Sion Copa said, what do you think Sixers team total over 105.5? I think they'll go over 105.5 team total. And they might upgrade this to a flagrant foul, guys. I'm just not sure if it's on Paul George or Joel Embiid. A very important call is being decided right now. Jaylen Brown appears to be okay. He is walking around. You need 5 more points from Payton Pritchard. DG37. Jay Darby said he'd like to see Boston win by 4-8, so we both cash. Okay. Enjoy it all, Jay Darby. My bro. Casey Mike says we love sweaty. I love the big games, so. Technical foul on Embiid. They made that a flagrant or a technical foul. 1 free throw for the Celtics. Payton Pritchard made the free throw. Let's see if that factors into the result here. And it's still... Wait, whose ball is it, though? Still Celtics ball. They score. Neemias Queta. They cut to 5, chat. It's getting sweaty. And one. After that hard foul on Jaylen Brown before. Let's see if that energizes the Celtics. They just choked another big lead. They went up by 16. The Celtics came back and took the lead earlier in the game. Then the Sixers went back up by 13, 15 points. And now it could be a 4-point. It's a 4-point game. Neemias Queta hits the free throw. It is far from over here. Best game of the series for Neemias Queta. Worst game of the series for Kelly Oubre, who might foul out of this ballgame. And now we have a foul on Jaylen Brown. I think it's on the floor. Things are getting a bit chippy out there. It's a physical game here. The fans are on their feet. Jaylen Brown pushed Embiid in the back, but it was on the floor. And Embiid misses. Uh-oh. It's all Celtics defense here. Celtics defense is clamping down. Oh, it's a 2-point game, chat. Jaylen Brown hits a long 2, and Jaylen Brown's angry. He's playing like it right now. It's a 24-8 run and 1 for Jaylen Brown, chat. And the game is completely flipped. The game has completely flipped. Let's see if the Sixers bounce back, or are they going to choke? A ton of pressure on the Sixers right now. Game 7, this is what we wanted to see. Two competitive, two teams that want it badly. A competitive game. And if the Celtics pull this off, they're not making it. They didn't take the difficult route. Whoa, Joel Embiid hit a big 3. 32 points for Embiid. That was clutch. He was wide open, though. He was wide open. And that was a silencer. It was really getting loud in that arena. Joel Embiid just told everyone to sit down in the audience. That was crazy. And here comes VJ Edgecombe subbing back into the game for Quentin Grimes. VJ back into the game. Embiid grabs the rebound. He gets fouled by Derek White on the rebound. Embiid is a problem. Derek White is not the same guy in the second half. But it's still only a 4-point game. Because the Sixers had a bad start to the half, or you can say the Celtics had a great start to the quarter. To the quarter, guys, not half. Jaylen Brown just blocked Joel Embiid. He got him back from earlier in the game. Whoa. Tatum missed. Celtics Sixers ball. Now Joel Embiid missed another 3-point attempt. Jaylen Brown rips the rebound. Celtics go the other way. 6.5 minutes to go. This is a great game. You have some drama, you have some controversy, physical basketball game, stars playing well. Jaylen Brown gets called for a rare traveling call. Celtics turnover, Sixers ball. And he's handling the ball. He's bringing the ball up court. Yeah, he did travel, though. That was weird. You don't see him do that very often. Sixers ball. Paul George misses. Celtics ball. Whoa, and after a cold start to the half, Derek White hits a 3. 5 threes for Derek White in the game. And it's a 1-point lead for the Sixers again. Under a tremendous amount of pressure right now. Good pump fake from Derek White, too. That was a great 3. And the Sixers are in danger, chat. The crowd is into it. And Maxey missed. Maxey missed. But he got fouled. The fans don't like it. Free throws for Tyrese Maxey. And the Sixers are in the bonus for the rest of the quarter. 2 free throws on the way for Tyrese Maxey. Who is this foul on? I think they might be challenging this. Oh, let's see. If the foul was called on Neemias Queta, it's a foul. He's not going to win this challenge. They are challenging it. I just saw another angle, and I don't think the Celtics are going to win this challenge. The Celtics are going to lose that challenge. Neemias Queta is going to pick up his 5th foul. That's my prediction, but let's see. The margins are thin, guys. Game 7. The margins are thin. Great game for NBA fans. Who wants it more? Who's going to make bigger shots? Who's going to get the stops? Which coach will make better decisions? As we approach clutch time, as defined by a game that has less than 5 minutes left. That was a quick challenge. They lost the challenge. I was right. It will be 2 free throws for Tyrese Maxey after this timeout. Thanks for hanging out with me, guys. If you guys can, do me a favor. If you just joined the stream or if you haven't done so already, hit the like button for me and subscribe to my channel. I'm My Guy Knows a Guy. This is my sports prediction, sports betting channel where I drop picks and do live streams and make videos. And we've been doing this for the entire NBA season. Definitely subscribe and turn notifications on. Also, follow me on social media. This is my channel. I work alone. Help me get to 10,000 subscribers. You can follow me on Instagram, Twitter as well. The links to follow me are in the video description below. Posting bets and content and stuff there as well. So thanks a lot to the people that already have. And I truly appreciate you guys for being here. The sharpest chat on earth. You guys make this stream what it is. Matt Harris says, I hope PG can get 4 more points or rebounds. Best of luck, Matt. I'm rooting for you. Always Turnt says, do you guys think it's going to go over or under 205? DG said he needs Pritchard to score 4 more points. Jay Darby, Alex King hanging out. Like Will Finance, Casey Mike, Sam, 6 Rob Stone. Maxey just hit the first free throw. 2-point lead, 21 points for Maxey. He made both. So it's 5 fouls on Keita. It's a tricky situation here because besides the fouls, Keita is playing his best game of the series. So let's see what happens with this. That was a bad challenge. You don't normally see coaches just jump out there like that, you know? He jumped out there, and that was a pretty bad challenge, but it might not matter. Jaylen Brown just hit a mid-range jumper. And he cuts that Sixers lead back to 1, chat. 1-point lead for Philly. 5 minutes to go. Who takes it, chat? Talk to me. Sweaty game. It's fun. And the pressure's back on the Sixers. Wow, free throws for the Sixers. More free throws. Remember, they're in the bonus. Both teams are in the bonus, though. Both teams are in the bonus, and Embiid's going back to the free throw line. The foul is on Jaylen Brown. It's very physical, and I don't know why Jaylen Brown is. That's twice now. He's doing a little too much. Jaylen Brown is playing excellent basketball in this game, especially in the second half. But in the fourth quarter, a couple of times, I do think he's a bit too invested mentally in this back and forth with Joel Embiid. And you guys know, Embiid is really, he lives at the free throw line. You can't give them free money. I like it, but I'm just calling it what I see, calling it how I see it, calling it like I see. Sorry. And Joel Embiid has 34 points. He makes both free throws. With the way the refs are blowing the whistle so quickly in this game, the Celtics need Jaylen Brown to chill for a second, But either way, Derek White bricks a 3. He's 9 for 14, 9 for 24 from the field. VJ Edgecombe grabs his 6th rebound. And it's Sixers ball. Sixers ball. 3-point game. 4:30 left on the clock. And the Sixers turn it over. Maxey is a shot clock violation. Did anyone's feed? What channel you guys? I have to refresh the feed. Hold on. What happened to the game? Don't do this, man. And the Sixers are challenging that call. They still have the challenge in their pocket, and they're calling the ref's bluff there. Let's see. Chat. Always turn. Did you bet the over or under? I'm not sure personally. And we're back to the action, chat. So they lost the challenge. The Sixers lost the challenge. And now Neemias Queta is going to the free throw line. And this is a physical fourth quarter here. Neemias Queta going to the free throw line. He makes the first, second foul of the game on Joel Embiid. And he makes a clutch pair of free throws right there. That was clutch. That was clutch. 1 point lead for Philly. 1 point lead for Philly, chat. The Celtics, with everything that I said, everything that happened in this game, they still have a chance to make it to the finish line. Embiid misses in front of the rim, and the Celtics have the ball. They have a chance to take the lead. Neemias Queta double-double is cash. And Jaylen Brown missed a three. It's Sixers ball. Maxey with the rebound. Sixers up by 1. 3:20 on the clock. Game 7 in the NBA playoffs, first round. And Joel Embiid misses again. This time it's a 3. I think that was a bit of an ill-advised shot, but let's see. I'm pretty surprised Maxey is not, a bit more assertive in this situation here with the season he's had. But both teams are playing decently defensively here. Two great teams. Who will advance to play the Knicks? And Jaylen Brown missed another shot. This time it's a mid-range jumper, and now the Sixers have a chance to do something with it. Up by 1, 2 minutes to go. A very intense game 7. Jaylen Brown with his third block of the game. He blocks Paul George, and the Celtics go the other way. They swing it to the corner, and Pritchard misses. A rushed shot. The Celtics rushed it a bit right there, but it was a good look. And Pritchard misses the three. Sixers ball. 2 minutes to go, officially. What a block, too, a minute ago by Jaylen Brown. What a block. Sixers ball. Tyrese Maxey, he scores. He drives to the rim and scores. That's the first field goal for the Sixers in the last 5.5 minutes of regulation. A timely bucket for Maxey. And the pressure is on the Celtics now. Let's see what they do. 1 minute and a half to go in Game 7, chat. I hope you guys are enjoying this. I love the big game, chat. I love the big games. Win or lose, I love the big games. Jaylen Brown misses again. His third straight missed field goal. And the Sixers have a chance to really put some pressure on the Celtics if they get points on this possession. And they do. Remember I said Maxey needs to be a bit more assertive, a bit more aggressive. He drives to the rim again. 26 points for Maxey. And the Sixers go up by 5 with 1 minute to go in Game 7. What a performance so far, but the job is far from done. The Celtics still have a chance to chip their way back into it. I have a bet on the Sixers plus 8.5, and I feel great about that, but we just don't need overtime. Sam Hauser missed the three. The Celtics, all season long, they live by the three. They die by the three. And the Sixers grab the rebound. Kelly Oubre, who still has 5 fouls. He never fouled out of the game. Sixers have it, up by 5. If they get points on this possession, it's over, in my opinion. And Tyrese Maxey missed the long two. The ball bounces out of bounds. The Celtics still have life. The Celtics went cold, but they still have life. Celtics ball, 30 seconds to go. This is madness. And Jaylen Brown missed the three. He missed the three. 6 straight missed shots from Jaylen Brown. They grab the offensive rebound and Derek White misses. And now the Celtics have to foul. They foul. Peyton Pritchard fouls. Wow, guys, the Sixers are going to play the Knicks. The Sixers are going to play the Knicks. I'm calling it. I'm calling it. If they hit these free throws, it's over. Joel Embiid is limping. Joel Embiid is limping, chat. But back to the play in game here. Joel Embiid grabbed his knee. It was very awkward. That's terrible news. But Maxey hits the first free throw. Where are you guys at, chat? Where are you guys at? The Sixers are up by 7 with 20 seconds left. It's over. And I'm calling it now, like I did back in January. The Sixers are going to the finals this year. What a game. What a defensive sequence for the Sixers in clutch time. Kyle Lowry jumps off the bench during the timeout to hug Tyrese Maxey. And the Celtics are very likely to choke a 3-1 series lead in the playoffs. The unthinkable. Shout out to the chat. Shout out to the chat. My bro Jay Darby, thanks a lot. He said, great work on the play-by-play, my guy. Great. I appreciate you, fam. One of the absolute realists, my brother. That dude said, my guy is sharp. So are you guys, man. Ryan said, how on earth does Tatum sit in a Game 7 unless you have a torn ACL? Now, that was mysterious. I have to agree there. Remember at the beginning of the stream, Ryan, I thought that was pretty shady, but the Guru said nobody had faith in the Sixers. Nobody. A lot of people did, but some people still bet the Celtics. Guru, welcome back, fam. Oh, you're talking about earlier in the season. Oh, yeah, it was just us. It was just us. Trust me. People were laughing at me. Well, I'm about to go take a look at that cash out for the title odds on my tickets on a couple of books after this game. I hate that Joel Embiid appears to have been hurt. I hate that Joel Embiid appears to have been hurt, chat. The true nature of what happened there. Yeah, we cooked today, Smoke. We cooked today. We cooked. Product in the chat said, we appreciate you, fam. Good work. I appreciate you as well. As Tyrese Maxey hits the dagger free throws. Casey Mike said, I have them at 204.5. Live total at 205 on the dot right now. Let's see if the Celtics can hit a garbage time layup now. 30 points from Maxey, 35, 34, I think. And they do. Congrats to all the over bettors who had that over 205.5. You cashed the live bet you guys are talking about. Let's go. Digital Print House. Let's go, Tasha. Let's go. We weather the storm. We weather the storm. Had a couple of bad days earlier in the week, but it was still a pretty successful first round, guys. Thanks to the real ones watching the stream that stuck with me, that know what's about to happen next. Let's go. We hit big today. We smacked the books. Let's go, guys. My bro, Little Monster, in the chat. One of the realists. Let's go. He cashed the trifecta, first quarter, first half, full game with the Sixers, and they're still fouling. I mean, their season's done, so why not? And guys, we cash with the Philadelphia 76ers, plus 8.5, and the futures ticket rolls. The futures ticket rolls, guys. I have plus 25,000 on these guys to win the title. Not plus 2,500, plus 25,000. And I have plus 2,800 to win the East. That was months ago. KC Mike, let's go. 462 for life. Yeah, Boston's going to regret game 6 when they lost at home. Boston's going to regret game 6, but hey, congrats to everyone. Mike Breen, bang. It's time. Bruce Buffer. I'm very happy with the results. Hard work pays off, guys. Like Woe Finance, Casey Mike, it's levels to this. Congrats with the over 105.5. Always turn. Great job, fam. User, great job. Let's go, guys. We got paid, DG. Sharpest chat on earth, and it's not even close. My bro Charlavani as well. Sam, 462 for life. Everyone that was hanging out with me. Everyone that was hanging out with me. Everyone that watched my video last night. Yeah, the bookies are paying out tonight. People had the Sixers money line. I'm telling you, the bookies, they're just gonna have to take the L. They made a lot of money last night with the Rockets and the Magic, anyways, and the Cavs losing. So, I mean, come on, come on, man. You know. Much love to you guys. And yeah, that was really fun. That was really fun. Yeah, Boston stunk it up at home, Andre Rogers. They did. You guys saw me. I was starting to sweat a bit here and there, but that's because I respect Boston. But at the same time, you guys know I didn't. The Sixers money line. Jay Bang said, "This is what we do in this community. Like, share, and help my guy. He's a real one. Let's go. I appreciate you. Let's go, Tasha. One of the absolute realists." Casey Mike said, "Great stream. That was fun. Great job, my guy. If I can help you guys in any capacity while enjoying the games, then I definitely did my job, guys. I appreciate you." Mike Hanley said, "I'm against you now, my guy. Let's go, Knicks." Well, I know me and you, we go way back, Mike. I know you're a big Knicks fan. It's never personal. It's never personal. And there might be some times in the series where I like the Knicks, but I like the Sixers to win the series. But you know, Joel Embiid is laughing and embracing Jayson Tatum, and that's the first time Joel Embiid showed up in a Game 7. That's the first time he has beaten the Celtics in the playoffs after being eliminated 4 times by these guys. My bro Jay Bangs, Ryan, how's it going? And some people know me way back, guys. I love the big game. I love the big games, guys. Some people don't like the big games. Some people can't even stomach to watch the big games. I understand that, especially with money on the line. But for me, I've always loved the big games. I love the big games, guys. Tasha's definitely a GOAT too. Karma Guru said Raptors plus the points and Cavs D is trash. 462 for life said you just wake up with a sore knee and sit out. It was weird though. I felt strange about it before today though when he was benched in the fourth quarter. Maybe it was more serious than we thought, chat. Maybe it was more serious than we thought. And yeah, so I'm gonna go, celebrate this win and enjoy the rest of my evening. I'm gonna get some after I eat some dinner with my lovely girlfriend. We're gonna, I'm gonna work on tomorrow's bets, and I have an idea for one of the games. I'll let you guys know on social media or in the Discord if I get a video out for tonight. Thank you guys for watching the stream. Hit the like button for me. Hey, everyone that's still watching, do me a favor. I'm sure many of you know people that are into sports betting, that are into betting the NBA. I don't push sports betting on people that are not into it. But if you guys do know people that are into sports betting, copy the link to my channel and send my channel to your friends and ask them to subscribe. Say, help my guy get to 10K subs. And follow me on social media, guys. My guy knows a guy, and Twitter as well. Gonna go post, some clips from the stream. I'll see you guys again tomorrow with another live stream. I'll try my best to post a video tonight. I just want to say thank you guys so much. Great job, the professional. He won with the Sixers and the over 202.5. That dude, thank you so much. Karma, everyone, guys. I just want to say Ryan Cisa, Nick Nurse, and Kyle Lowry playing the Raptors style in the playoffs would be hilarious. I hope somehow it happens. Much love to you guys. I love this community. That was really fun. It's us against them. It's us against them, guys. I'm gonna post a clip from the stream on my social media. You guys interact with me there. Comment on Twitter. Comment on Instagram when I post the clip soon, saying that you were here in the stream. I'll see you guys there in a bit, and I will be back for another stream tomorrow. The time is to be determined. I have something to do in the morning, but after that, I'll be home for the entire afternoon, for the entire evening. Yeah. Best of luck. That was really fun. We cashed with the Sixers. Thanks to everyone that watched my video last night. Sixers futures tickets roll on. I've been saying it. Sixers. The most overlooked team in the National Basketball Association right now. And I might create some content for you guys with my recommendations for futures bets for the second round here on the channel. Check to see if you have notifications. Thank you for watching, guys. The best is yet to come. My guy knows a guy here is signing off. Subscribe. I'll see you tonight or tomorrow at the latest. Enjoy your night, everyone.